Right, we should be live. I freaking pray I didn't screw up the audio. Let's check out the, I need to view this thing and see if you guys, this is a horrible, normally we have an intro, right? Wings pops in, says something awesome. This time, not so much. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, I was running late.
Chat.
Like I hit Woody up earlier today. I'm like, it's Painkiller 98, right? Because I was going to pre-write the intro.
Oh, was that why you were
asking?
asking?
Get around to it. Yeah.
Dude, they're all disliking the show. We're here now. Freaking click like. I'm tired of this dislike shit. You guys ruined my stats.
It's not like Wings is killing kittens underneath buckets. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't there something on the internet about some sort of animal stomping scandal?
I think we should introduce the guest first.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that. We always just kick into the show. Our guest is TotalBiscuit, Total Halibut. Can you explain that disconnect for me? Like, I never helped me.
Fuck, man. It's that I've been stuck with that for years. Right, so goes back to when I was playing this game called PlanetSide back in about 2004. It's MMO FPS, yeah? So pretty old. Like, compared to modern stuff, it's terrible now in terms of its mechanics. But we had a little clan there called the Halibuts. And every Thursday night, we'd go on and do stupid shit. So we'd get like 100 guys, and we'd put them all on quad bikes, and then just go and attack bases on these things, because you could spawn all sorts of different vehicles and shit. So we do that, and everyone had to have the word halibut in their name to join. Anyone like from any server could come and join this thing. But when we moved to WoW, we kept the halibut name. So when I set up my YouTube channel, when I was making WoW videos, it used to be Total Halibut, and now that's not even relevant anymore, but there's no point in changing it now. It's a little bit late. So that's where the disconnect comes from.
I understood. Oh, just so
he's got the Sean thing.
Yeah, the Hutch. Yeah, I know. Everyone who starts a channel and asks me for advice, the first thing I tell them is get your branding sorted out.
Get a goddamn name.
Yes.
Because you'll be fucked later down the line if you don't.
So don't put the letter X in it.
Just so you guys know, I am sick as hell. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice.
No, not at all.
You sound
wonderful.
Yeah, we just thought
Very
the balls
healthy,
finally dropped.
Very subtle.
The air conditioning and the fans in my house are cranked up, and I'm sweating for no reason. I'm a little bit dizzy. My stomach.
You kind of sound like someone's tickling you, and you don't want to laugh. You're like, you sound bad.
You kind of sound like Grandpa.
Dude, my upper lip is sweating. What's that all about?
This is what you're gonna sound like in the year 3050 when you finally completely mature.
What ended up happening is Woody didn't slay another immortal this week, and
yep,
it's kind of
he didn't sacrifice a baby goat, so I mean, he's just been.
That's right. I'm losing my strength. I need to kill a virgin, and we're set. So I got literal painkillers and energy drinks, and I'm gonna freaking kill these things and hope the show goes well.
So he's drinking
bull
testicles and prescription medicine.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not following you on the bull testicles.
Well, God,
why do we always have to be doing some fucked up sexual shit with a cow?
Because energy drinks. Like,
okay, Captain Tranny, tell us more.
What's that name of that main ingredient on the bottom of the bottle? It starts with like an N.
I'm
on Gamma Labs.
You got me.
On energy drink, almost all energy drinks have it.
I don't
like
drink
Gamma Labs.
I guess Gamma Labs, yes.
I don't even know. I don't understand ingredients. Magnesium.
Get back to me. Just talk about something else real quick. I'll find it out for you.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sick.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Taurine. Taurine. That right there is the main ingredient for most energy drinks, and what that's made out of, taurine. Yeah, and what that's made out of is from bull testicles. They squish them together, and the juices that come out of them.
All right, so never drinking an energy drink again.
And that's why it's called Red Bull.
That's exactly why it's called Red Bull.
That sounds like an urban legend to me. I'm gonna look.
I don't think that's true.
No,
I think it comes from.
I have a hard time believing there's just like a tremendous amount of bull testicle juice floating around.
It's a type of amino acid that gets its name from the Latin term taurus, which also means bull. Was first located and extracted from bile in the semen of a red bull.
Yeah, I'm going to steer clear.
That's exactly what it is. That's the exact definition.
But I bet they don't now. I bet they don't have to. They used to get stuff in weird ways, and now we have ways to synthesize it.
Did they make energy drinks back in the Pantheon?
Actually, probably yeah. I mean, they had aspirin back then. It's just the bark off the
Just
tree.
give a fucking cocaine and shit, dude, and opium.
That's right.
They skipped the bull squeezing.
Well, coffee was big back then.
But yeah.
All right.
Here's
So
your answer.
I looked into it. It turns out that I don't know how to pronounce this. Taurine, maybe.
Taurine.
It does exist in bull testicles, but that's kind of misleading because it's found in the bile and tissues of many animals, including humans, and the taurine used in energy drinks is synthetic. So there you have it. Yeah.
That still puts a sour taste in my mouth. I'm not sure about that.
I don't give
Anyone
a
else
shit.
just a little
Drink
bit
that bull
disappointed?
testicle juice up because it makes you strong.
Yeah.
That'll make you
Stop being a
strong
pussy
like
and
bull.
drink your bull
Shoot.
testicle juice.
Actually,
Well,
you know,
like a
if you're going to drink testicle juice, what do you want it to be from? Like, do sharks have testicles? I think that'd be pretty badass.
they have to have something that because
Yeah, they
they
got-
mate, don't they?
Bulls are up there. I mean, if I'm going to drink some testicle juice, bulls,
I mean,
sharks.
I've heard like bodybuilders like take like shark adrenaline and just like shoot it up as steroids.
Yeah,
Seems
but you're
legit.
also the
Ain't
guy
there
that
already. Now
believed the
sponsored
thing
by
about the
Billy
bull's
Bob
testicle
Semen
being
Juice.
in.
Get it now.
But see, that last one's a rumor. But I've heard like they do this kind of stuff, or like I've seen like those guys that weightlift real heavy.
Uh-huh.
They would actually extract their own like testosterone out of their nuts and like keep it in the freezer and re-extract it again into their body, so they
I'm not
double
that
up.
desperate to be tough.
Is that true?
I don't know if it's true. I've seen it on
That
documentaries.
sounds like testicular blood doping.
Yes, and I just don't know if that can. I don't get that. So it's funny. I saw TotalBiscuit on Twitter saying, "Do you guys talk about first-person shooters a lot? I'm afraid I'll be out of my element." And I was like, "Man, we got to lead him in with like the I don't know. What do you think? The mermaid question or something? Let him know what PK is all about."
Yes, the mermaid.
All right. Well,
I must know.
here it is. Do you want to be called Total Biscuit or Total Halibut?
We'll go with Total Biscuit for the moment, I think.
All right.
Mermaid.
So, if you're going to be stranded on a desert island with a mermaid, do you want top half or bottom half fish?
I'd say top half fish, if I'm totally honest.
Top half fish, huh?
Ooh.
You've chosen the less popular option. Explain.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who the hell would pick bottom half fish? That's
because
ridiculous.
that way
Normal.
at least I could have a normal woman blowing me then, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't have to look down there.
There are
And
ways
you
for
can, you could talk to her.
Yeah, but
she
that's
can catch
all you get, and then you just get a hell
That's
of a lot
all I
of
need.
talking for the rest of the time. What
Well,
use
how
is that?
much time is there? I just assume it's like for one night.
Well, we're stranded on a desert island, like for
Yeah,
one night. Really? That's not a fucking stranding. That's a vacation.
It's not a holiday weekend on a deserted island. You know, I wanted
I
top half
swear.
human, and this is why.
Yeah.
I think that with her big fish tail, it will give her the mobility to not only, blow me, which doesn't take mobility, but she can provide food. She can catch the other
Yes.
fish and bring them back to me.
Uh-huh.
If she's top half fish, that stupid girl's just going to eat them if she catches anything with her stupid human feet.
Yeah.
Some kind of
Think about how
carnivore
hard
fish
it would be
eat,
to catch her. You would have to rape her.
And just think about the logistics of having sex with this mermaid. The top half has to be in the water, and like her bottom half has to be awkwardly sticking up. It's just not going to work.
'Cause she has, like, fish gills going on, right? That's a good point.
really.
Yeah.
You'd have to dunk
no-
her head in the water every so often so she could take a breath.
There's no bill fucking on this
Why
desert
have we
island.
never thought of this?
You've had 98 shows to refine this answer, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta go top half. I'm
That's an
inclined
incomplete
for
answer.
'Cause,
Top
you know,
half
like,
what? Top half what?
top half woman. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, me
'Cause,
too.
like, it's a desert island. How much food are you gonna have? And she'd be able to go catch you. She's able to perform oral favors for you. She's able to talk to you. She's able to catch you food. I mean, that's pretty much the whole
I think we're
package.
missing the big issue. She could just swim us out of there. Get on her back and swim away. I'll
Would
be
you really
back.
want to ride a mermaid through shark-infested waters?
Absolutely. I'll
That'd
be
be
back
badass.
by nightfall, and I get some normal pussy.
I'm going to assume
You
that
know-
she has some sort of plan for dealing with sharks.
Am I the only person that says like I'd rather just jerk off and just worry about getting off the island?
No,
No,
you have
it's definitely better to have a mermaid with you.
Yeah, really. She could do it for you.
I would take bottom half mermaid over, or bottom half human over nothing. I mean, given those options.
Oh yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I guess if you're giving it for free, I'll do it.
That's like a bad piece of furniture in your house or something.
No one's judging you on the desert island about having a mermaid.
Just imagine how weird that would look, sitting on the beach with a fucking head dunked under the water.
I mean,
No
have
one's
you
going
ever
back to
read,
their wife.
That's
like,
your
Yeah.
first concern on a desert
go-
island. That's your first concern. Oh, what will the neighbors think?
Yeah, really. No one's going back home and be like, yeah, Wings' house was really nice, but he's got that really awkward mermaid, and it's just like bottom half. It's just weird.
Have you thought about this? What if you actually get a connection with her? Now you got to like take her home to mama. Like, what do? Put her in a flatbed pickup?
No.
I'm not going to make a connection. I promise.
Yeah. This is.
You got this mermaid blowing you for 365 days before you get rescued. You're going to get some kind of connection.
No, we're not. She's not going to be able to fucking say a word.
That's a lot of blowing. If she can't get a word in Edgeworth for half a year.
Continuous 1 year blowjob of his.
Yeah, really. He doesn't need any sustenance besides
No, I'm
time.
talking about like you're going to be with this person for like 365 days straight. You're going to have to get a connection of some sort.
Nah, I don't think so. During the day, she'll be fishing for me, and during the night, she's going to be blowing me. Fish and blow. Fish
Dude,
and blow.
I don't know. I could fall in love
Sounds
with a woman
she's
like
the butcher of
that.
the damn relationship. She's
Dude.
doing all the work.
Dude, forget
Absolutely,
mermaid.
I
If
don't
this was
think
just
it
a
is.
regular girl, I'd fall in love with that. Like, she spends all day feeding me and all night blowing me. This is one of the qualities I look for in a girl.
Yeah, but you're also falling in love with a girl that has bottom half of like a flounder.
Don't judge me.
I mean, you're missing a big issue. Like, the Star Inquirer
just
would
take
pay
your shit?
big money just to interview her. So you need to get on that before you dump her.
Oh, that's
Let's
fucked
concentrate
up.
on getting off the island first.
Yeah, I would feel bad
You know.
selling her out like that. Why don't we just pimp her out? Like that would be even better. You could pimp out your mermaid girl. You know
Yeah,
what money
thanks.
you make?
Thanks for all the food and the blowjobs. Here, I set you up with CNN at 2 o'clock, Fox News at 6, and we'll go from there.
Tom Hanks at 9.
And the video at noon.
Come on, people remember Splash, don't they? I know Woody does. He's old as dirt.
Oh, dude, not only
they-
do I remember Splash, I recognize they filmed that in Philly, and I went on a little tour and saw the different department stores and stuff that they filmed it in.
There's a Splash tour. Do people actually go on that? Why?
A friend gave me a Splash tour. Like, he knew Philly well enough to do it. It wasn't like a
Don't they
tour
have like
bus.
a Back to the Future tour though?
I don't know. I mean, I've been to the Universal Studios and they show you the stuff, but
Does the tour bus go 88 miles per hour?
no. TotalBiscuit. You have been regarded as the king of the web. You accept that title?
It's a pretty annoying title to have.
You are the
Everyone asks me
kingmaker
every 2 weeks.
of
Who the
it.
hell should we vote for? It's like, come on, really, guys? I'm sure you can come up with an idea yourself. But no. But if you want to know, you should go vote for Ro. That sounds like a good idea. It's either that or some crazy German. So, vote for the girl or the crazy German. There's your choices.
Have people been fussing at you for king of the web at all?
Fussing at they do this every damn time. You have any idea how much drama's involved in that stupid contest? Holy
Yes,
shit.
I do have an idea.
Yeah.
Friends,
I thought you
ex-friends, and haters all make videos about me, pretty much, giving money. I get hate for giving money to charity. And I was like, TotalBiscuit's on the show.
Yeah, I got that.
You got that too?
Yeah,
How dare you.
everyone after me as well. I had people accusing me of ruining the contest because apparently now you can't run anymore unless you run for charity because no one will vote for you. So apparently I ruined the lives of literally 3 upcoming YouTubers or something.
Dude, I was talking to the guys that run King of the Web. They were at VidCon last week, and they're trying to change the perception that it doesn't have to be like a charity run. Like, I did mine, I did a charity run. I had planned it months in advance. And I want to get this story out, so just let me carry on for 60 seconds. Every year, I do a charity drive in March. The first 2 years, it was for the March of Dimes, and this year, I let my subs choose the charity. Because it was the March of Dimes, and by the way, I raised like $8,000, $12,000, and then something else good, I don't know. And of that 8 and 12, one guy donated $5,000. And I didn't want to go backwards, so I used King of the Web to replace the guy that
Boost it
donated.
up, yeah.
Yeah, because he was a March of Dimes supporter, so he would just give $5,000 through my drive. But because it wasn't March of Dimes, I didn't expect him to donate, and that means that I needed to replace him, and that's what King of the Web was for. I had it planned out 3 months before I ran. That was going to be my thing. And now I get all these haters saying like, "Oh, Woody, you just ran for King of the Web to make you big," and like,
to make you big. Hang on a second.
And King of the Web doesn't make you big. Like maybe if you're really small and you do well, then like it could possibly give you some visibility. But
you can't do well if you're really small. It's not possible. It's a popularity contest. That's all it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that over half the users on that site are only there because of me. So
that could be.
Okay, they're going to vote for the guy that I tell them to vote for.
When I ran, I didn't have a bad week or anything, but it was just slightly below average. Like, I didn't get any King of the Web boost. King of the Web, like, the whole deal is you drive people to them, and then, they put ads on their site, and whoever drives the most, wins a prize. And I gave that prize to charity. Like, but it's not King of the Web drives people to you. That's pretty rare. Like, I talked to them, and I was saying that same thing. Like, I drive people to King of the Web, not vice versa. And they're like, well, Lindsay Stomp grew a whole lot while she ran for King of the Web. Lindsay Stomp is blowing up. She grew before King of the Web and after King of the Web.
Yeah, she was huge anyway. I mean, if you check the videos, they're like 5-6 million views each.
Everything she does goes viral. And
exactly.
So I don't know if I was King of the Web, if I would be like, well, we made Lindsay. Like, I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It certainly helped, but
it can't hurt.
I don't think
right.
That...
But
I'm feeling like an asshole. I wouldn't give no money to charity. To the Poor Boy Association.
People make it hard, man. Like I gave all of it to charity. I even did it. I put it in the check and mailed it on camera. And I don't know. Like,
better not write that off, Woody. They'll castrate you for it.
I feel like next year when March rolls around, I'm gonna be like, am I gonna do a charity drive again? Like if people are gonna be fucking hating on me for giving money to charity, why am I bothering? Like it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, but honestly, I mean, I just fucking ignore them. It's like, it really doesn't matter. If they're going to hate on you for giving to charity, then they're a bunch of cunts anyway, so why do you care what they have to say?
Yeah, dude. I gave $11,000 last year, and people still tell me to get a real job.
Yeah. We raised, I think, 20 grand for charity water, and that was including the King of the Web thing. And we're hopefully going to win Battle Royale and then give another 50. But that's not going to stop people calling you out on the internet if you're mean to someone in the fucking comment section, is it?
No. You're a horrible person.
Oh my god.
Dare you give to charity?
Yeah, would you knock it off with your giving to
with
charity? You corrupted, evil, dark-hearted man.
Nice try, Charles Carrion.
I don't even know who that is. Who is Charles?
That's going to go over the heads of 95% of people.
No. Okay, so that was the guy that was suing on the behalf of Funny Junk. He was suing the Oatmeal, the American Cancer Society, and the National Wildlife Foundation.
Dude, that thing was epic.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is no man at the moment who's a bigger villain on the internet than that guy.
That guy's just a fucking thunder cunt.
So are we going to dodge this topic we were talking about earlier?
Which one?
Give it a little hint.
The one with the lifeguard.
No. Here, we'll do that. We'll do it right now.
Oh, that one?
Yes. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, that's the one where the lifeguard went outside of his designated zone, saved a guy, and got fired, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah, and I wish... Shucks, you just about said it all. They had this flag system, I think, where the guy it was a protected beach, and then he could just sort of barely see the unprotected beach next to him. And somebody came to the lifeguard and said, help, my husband or whatever, like this person is drowning. And the lifeguard freaking just started running, tore down the beach, went out there, saved a drowning man, and they came back and they're like, you left your post. All the people on this protected beach were, in danger because you didn't do your job, according to them. And you're fired. And he's like, I'm fired.
Where's the other medium to this story? What about that lifeguard on the unprotected beach area? Was there not one there?
That's how unprotected beaches work.
Beach.
Yeah,
that's why it's called unprotected. Yeah,
sharp as a
I
marble.
figured they just
wings.
had sections, like you're responsible to this section, and there's another lifeguard in another section.
Yeah,
well, that's the way it works.
Is it the high risk one where they put the retired lifeguard, the one that can't actually swim at all? Is the easiest guy one? It's like, swim here at your own risk. We'll try and save you, but we can't promise anything.
So long-term subs might know I was an ocean lifeguard, like this guy was. And what you may not know is I had an unprotected beach next to me as well, and I freaking loved it. Dude, so when people are on the protected beach and they're like, whatever, chest deep and starting to struggle and headed out, then you pull them in. And it's a rescue, but it's a crap rescue. I liked it when people were freaking on death's door. I liked it when they were underwater when I got to them. And that was what the unprotected beach provided. I had guys, you could surf there, and they would cut themselves with the fins. One guy had a stream of blood coming from his inner thigh that was like 6 feet tall. It was like a rainbow of blood, and it went with his pulse. So it would like shoo, 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 and that was freaking awesome. But we were, encouraged to help people on the protected beach. It was just less of a guarantee. It was like look, you're not watching it that closely. It's more dangerous, but we don't let them die. No, we freaking salivate at the opportunity to save them. That's how it worked.
I mean, but this guy was screwed either way. What if his wife ran up to him like, "Oh, I can't go over there. It's out of my jurisdiction."
Well, yeah, it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Oh,
It
well,
really is
you don't
nice.
get off your post and you follow the company's rules. Oh, well, you let a man drown in your sight, and if you get off, you get fired. You get fired either way. It's just bullshit.
You wouldn't fire a security guard who went across the street and stopped a crime.
Yeah, really. No,
No, actually, you might. I would
Really?
say that a lot of private companies would do exactly that. They don't give a shit if there's a crime across the street. That's not what the guy's hired for.
you get fired for being a decent human being. That's bullshit.
Welcome to the world, man.
I know. I'm saying
This happens all the time.
I'm
You
not
know what?
surprised.
I once heard of a guy who got hated on for giving money to charity. Just saying.
What an asshole!
You saying someone would go on the internet and just hate on someone?
Yeah, it's
No,
true.
No, that's not
Without
that
cause.
doesn't happen. You're
That's
telling
absurd. That would never happen.
people to go on the internet and tell lies.
I knew you were
No.
coming with the meme. I knew it. I was like,
It was
here it
going to
comes.
happen eventually.
Yeah, it
I'm
was just
leading
happening.
You up to it. It's like, come on, you know you want it.
You can't control it. It's not optional.
Yeah.
Uh,
Been on the internet for way too long.
yeah. So,
But yeah.
does anyone I feel like there is nobody on the other side of this issue. There isn't really any debate going on here. Everyone believes that if
Jeff
this,
Ellis and Associates are on the other side of the issue.
I who was on the other Jeff Bellows and Associates?
Yeah, that's the company that the guy worked for that fired him.
I like that. I want the end of my name to end with "and associates" at some point.
Yeah.
FPS Kyle.
I want that.
Bitch fuckers and Associates.
Yeah, I want that.
Nice. I like
Rape Squad Killers and
Associates.
Associates.
Oh, we should freaking get a limited liability corporation under that name.
It's too late.
Someone
You
already
just
made a
ruined that.
freaking website.
The website's not bad.
Squadkillers.com.
All right, dude. I only have one more
Effort to
topic
that.
before I start leaning on you guys to carry the show because I'm sick as hell. But here it is, and I think I'll lead off with Kyle. Kyle, are you ready?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Would you ever do a golden shower?
Receiving or giving?
I'm going to
Makes a
assume there's
difference.
some sort of mutual water sports going on here.
Oh, is it required to be mutual? Because that completely changes things.
Yeah. Dude, everyone would give, right? That's really not even that kinky.
Yeah, not at all. I'll
Yeah.
be on you.
Yeah. You'd probably do it to me if I had a jellyfish
Yeah,
bite
like
or
some
something.
sort of bug bite or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's a service you offer.
You stuffed your knee that time and you made me pee on it.
All right. That was our
I thought it
secret.
was weird, but you said you knew what you were talking about. So.
It was a little weird you asked me to pee on your face, but I guess that, whatever helps.
You had that sunburn, and I was like, okay.
It's mostly a
crazy.
placebo.
I don't know how you get a sunburn on your tongue, but I guess I'll oblige.
You claim you had a rash, but I couldn't see it. I just. All right. So, yes. So, would you participate in on the receiving end of a golden shower?
Like, what's the alternative? Not simply not
I'm
being
just-
on the reving end of one?
Yeah, pretty
No
much.
choice,
Here's the situation.
Yeah, no.
It
I
is.
would,
Hold up. It is her kink. She has asked for this from you. Do you oblige?
Is she gonna pee on my leg?
I'm
Like,
not really that experienced.
What is she willing to negotiate with? I need to negotiate.
Where is she? Because I mean, if it's that important to her, I guess she could pee on my leg or something. That wouldn't be so bad, especially if we're in the shower.
That's what.
How hot is this chick that she's asking me to
Yeah, this is a hot chick. That is established.
okay, like 10 out of 10?
Yeah, you had to be pretty fucking hot just to get the negotiation table here.
Okay.
just to get to the negotiation table. I agree. And on my thing, I think the shower is the trick. I think that if there's going to be some sort of introduction to golden showers, if there's going to be some sort of entry level rookie, if we're going by Call of Duty sense.
A minor
Entry-level
league
golden
urine
showers.
acceptor.
Yeah. If you're going to be some sort of urine collection facility, then I think that the way to introduce yourself to this water sports would be in the shower. That's how you want to get it done, and then Who knows?
You don't want to let this just like sit on you for a while.
No.
Maybe someday you'll step up your game and get rubber bed sheets or who knows what. But
Oh, God, you've thought this out.
No, R. Kelly has the hookup. You can talk to him.
but if you want to get going in this stuff, and I think if someone were to ask of this from me, I would say, yeah, let's hit the showers. We'll get it done.
Okay, but where? Now, are we talking about peeing on your leg or your chest?
You know
or your
what?
face?
So long as it's on my skin, I hardly care. Like, the thing about face is I don't want it in my eyes and
the
nose.
location matters.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Dude.
if Jackie comes up to you right now, like,
Oh, no,
Come
no,
on,
you made
buddy.
it real now.
Dude, don't. That's not even fair. Dude, yeah, I'll say neck down. I don't really give a crap if she pees on me or not. In a shower situation. If she wanted to
it's
pee
just-
on,
it's
like,
gonna
the
wash
back
off.
of my head, then I'd be fine with that. It's just sort of the open orifices. My eyes, my ears, my mouth. Can we not do that?
Come here, girl. I want to pee in your ear. You wake up with a headache. You don't know why.
You hear that? Yeah, you do.
I actually jokingly told a girl that one time, like right before we went to sleep, I was like, while you're asleep, I'm going to pee in your ear a little. You're going to get a really bad ear infection. Good night. And just rolled over, and she went, like 30 seconds later, she went, are you fucking serious about the peeing in the ear thing? And I'm just like, yes.
Depends. You want to take your chances?
I don't think he went to sleep.
You want to take your chances? Here's an Ambien.
So fucked up. That's just not right.
I'd definitely do it.
You definitely do it? Expand on these thoughts.
Well, I mean, only if it's from a cow.
No, I mean, it's just that. I mean, like, if that's what she wants, I'd rather fulfill her desires than her look elsewhere for it.
Okay,
Wings is a considerate lover.
that's a legitimate.
Evidently.
I mean, just look at it. I mean, like, if that's what she's into, I mean, if you don't give the person what they want, they're gonna look outside the relationship for that ends. And if you want the relationship to work, who cares? It washes off. It's not like you're gonna die a sickening disease from somebody peeing on your leg or your chest.
Depends who.
See, Kyle, I think you could learn a thing or two about being a considerate lover from Wings. And you know what? I've got another thing. When Wings talked about the fingernails scratching on the back, Kyle's first impression was this was not a viable technique. But after employing it, I think he
Oh, yeah,
realized,
that works every time.
dude,
But
yeah.
then I tell him that it was you that said it, and that always weirds him out.
They know
We're
what
gonna
it
do
looks
this Wings
like.
of Redemption.
Hold on, I'll
style.
be right back. Do you guys carry the show without me?
Yeah. So what do you do, Kyle?
He's going to get
Oh,
food
you
on-
the back scratching thing, like running
Oh.
your fingernails along their back. Like you're
Oh
not.
yeah.
It was funny when you said it the first time because you were talking about like growing them out like extra long, like some sort of like
Oh,
one
my
of those-
fingernails
one of those
aren't extra
piano-
long.
one of those piano guitar players who are just like using their nails and the crazy stuff. I was imagining something like
Oh,
that.
dude. You get the girl gets the goosebumps instantly, dude. You could just feel them, and you're in. That's it. You're in. You're getting the pussy that night.
Yeah.
It's all about that fingernail.
Total Biscuit, what's your technique?
I don't need any techniques anymore. I'm married. I don't care.
your technique's roll over, bitch.
Wow.
Oh
right.
no,
How
we
long-
really can't run the show without Woody.
How long have you been married, Total Biscuit?
I've been married like 5 years now.
Nice.
Dude,
What
I don't know if
What
I
was
should
the
even
line?
give them attention. I'm sorry, I missed whatever just happened, but somebody just
was
sent.
the line you used?
Oh, carry on.
The
I was
line I
about-
used, what for what?
To actually get your wife. I'm always interested in this. Like, what did you use to get her to say yes? How did you set it up?
I did it on a podcast in front of 50,000 people.
Did you really?
Yeah, turns out it's pretty hard to refuse if you do that.
You had a podcast like 5 years ago with 50,000 people?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Damn.
That's freaking
You
huge.
stepped your game up early.
I don't think we've done better than 15 or so. Like that. There's, I don't know, just shy of 8 right now.
Well, we can do better than 15, but we're talking about like over the span of a week, we do better than 15.
Oh, well, over the span of a week, we'll, do better than 700,000 sometimes. But
Yeah.
the concurrent live, yeah, 15 is where we were going with Road to Modern Warfare 3. But week to week, we'll do, 7 or 8. Anyway, I want to Oh, are we still going on? I missed what happened while I was gone. I feel like I came
Oh,
back.
we just talked about the
You left
fingernails
and
and how.
everything got silent.
No, we talked about the back scratching, and then I asked John how to get his wife.
Nice. Dude, my wife was... What I did is I waited a while, and she would propose to me on a daily basis. It was like every day. She was like...
What?
Yeah, she'd be like, when are you going to marry me? When are you going to marry me? Sometimes 10, 15 times a day she'd ask me, when are you going to marry me? When are you going to marry me? And
Does
I'm
that
like,
really count as a proposal, though? That's like more of an exploratory question, isn't it?
Dude, and if I had said, like, does June work for you? At any one of those, the marriage would have been on. Isn't that sort of how proposals go?
I'm sitting there looking at this, and I'm like, my mind just went blank. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah. So, like, with me, it was a lock. Like, when I asked her to marry me, it was, there was no real doubt on what the answer was going to be. I wasn't rolling the dice and hoping for the best. It was settled. And by the way, if there's any girls watching out there, and, should be about 3% girl, that is my recommendation to you. Like, I think that if you want a guy to propose to you, you can do things that make it clear that he's not taking a big risk by proposing, Mitigate
Yeah,
that
you make
for
sure
him.
he
By
knows.
saying every day,
the answer.
when are you going to marry me?
Can I play devil's advocate here? You might run some boyfriends off that way, too.
All right, yeah.
Don't make this like the third date. When are you gonna marry me, huh? When are you gonna marry me? Does June work for you?
Oh, that was a good dinner.
But-
When's the ring? This
But-
cow's for
That
sale.
was a good dinner. We should have that at our wedding.
But yeah, see, Jackie and I were in an odd situation too because like a few weeks in, it was forever. Like 6 weeks in, we joined bank accounts, and it was like forever. But
Damn, you brushed it hard.
it was smash mouth wedding, baby, straight up the middle. But yeah, so just a couple weeks in, we had sort of decided like this is it. We're exclusive.
I got to say,
and we're for good.
Woody got really lucky there because it's hard to get a girl to even ask you on a date. Don't wait on girls to ask you to marry them.
Yeah, she asked me out too.
And not be crazy.
Oh yeah, not be crazy. Yeah.
Like, when are you going to marry me? And we're going to have 5 kids. How about tomorrow? That sounds good, right? Oh, okay. All right, back up a little.
So dude, somebody just sent pizza to my house, and for that, like, whatever, like, it doesn't really bother me much, but I feel bad for the pizza delivery guys. If you're gonna send a pizza to my house, pay for it, you jackass. Like, it's not
The only person you're punishing there is the pizza delivery guy.
absolutely.
Yeah, really.
It's totally like it. I can't explain how lame it is, right? I picture you there struggling with your acne issues at 14 years old, thinking about how clever you are for having Googled my address, and you send a pizza to my house. It's like, dude, you suck so bad. The poor pizza delivery guy is the only person that suffers. It's it. Like, no one else. Like, I don't care. Taxis, pizza, whatever. It's not a big deal. I just say, dude, I feel bad for you. I didn't order a pizza. And he looks at me so disappointed. He's like, oh, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I'm internet famous. People think it's funny, but, don't accept orders unless they're paid for. And, he walks away with his head down, knowing that, like, you just robbed him of his time. And
time, tip, gas money,
time,
all of the
tip,
above.
gas, like everything. Like, if you think you're playing a prank on me, you're not. Like, I just sort of,
Now, if you were the pizza delivery guy,
yeah.
maybe.
If you for
Well,
some
I have a
reason,
solution.
if you,
Why don't we take up some sort of charity drive to pay for these pizzas so you get sent to your house?
Run for King of the Web, and then go home a bunch of pizza.
dude, do I still have a
This is
chip
all my
in?
pizza delivery
That's
money.
it. That's it right there.
Didn't you have the SWAT team sent to your house one time?
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna put a chip in link in the description, and then if people send pizzas to my house, I'm gonna use it to pay for that stuff.
How'd the SWAT team thing go down?
It's happened a bunch of times, to be honest with you.
They still come? They don't just like call you beforehand? Like, hey,
They
are you
have
fucking
to
with us?
come.
No, they call in advance now. They do.
That's what the pizza guy should do. Be like, hey, what, did you order pizza? Nope, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We talked about this. I talked about the fact that you now had pretty much a license to go on a massacre.
I do.
They get a call. That Woody guy, he's in the streets killing everybody. And they'd be like, sure.
Yeah, okay,
he is."
bitch.
They'd be like, all
All
right,
right.
Mike, call Woody, make sure it's cool. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, everything's great.
I have to ask because I know we never ask. Like, what did they get? How did they get the SWAT team out there? What were you doing?
I was murdering my wife and children. As a matter of fact, I sometimes call them before shows, and since people are being pranksters, I have the freaking police department on speed dial. I'm going to call them right now.
Dude, add him to the Skype call.
I I don't know if it's legal to record people's voices in your state without their normal permission.
So just say this video's audio is going to be recorded.
Hey, how are you?
I'm Woody.
My name is Woody. I live at. Hold on a second.
If you didn't have any pizzas delivered now, second you say your address on stream.
Before with people sending the SWAT team to my house. Sometimes when I do shows on air, I just call in advance and say like, "Hey man, if someone calls and says I'm killing my wife and kids, it's not legit. I'm not actually doing that." So I just thought
You ever
I'd
have
call
this problem, Biscuit?
Someone sent a pizza to my house tonight,
SWAT teams? Not
and I don't
usually.
know what else they have. If you get a
That's
call
not
saying
all
I'm
I
doing
comment. Let me put it that way.
Oh, hold on.
Most people just get really angry with me on Reddit.
Yeah, what's the deal? Someone keeps people tweeted at me,
You
be
get a
like,
call
ask
saying
you know
that,
TotalBiscuit
it's
why
like
he's
fuck.
hated on Reddit so much. I have no idea why you're hating.
I don't know why the man's hated at all. I've watched his channel, and he does nothing
Alright.
that is in the line of hating. Like he does professional stuff. He's usually pretty thought out about it. And where's the hate coming from?
It's the comments, man. That's where it came from. It's not from a video or anything like that. That would be ridiculously unusual. No, it's about what happened was I've got this policy where I don't take requests because if I did, I'd get about 20,000 of them a day at least. And it's a joke. You can't run a business like that, especially if you're playing a different game every single day. So I say I don't take requests. So this guy requests some game. And I've heard this request 100 times already for this different game. I've said time and again, I'm not doing it. This game's in alpha. It's not even a game yet. It's a tech demo. But they keep asking for it. And, I've told them time and again, look, I'm in contact with a developer. Once he's got a playable build, we're going to do something with it. And usually my response now is, I don't take requests. So I just post, I don't take requests. Done. In. Then some other guy comes along and starts berating me because I'm not listening to my fan base. And it's like, we pay your wages, so you should do what we say, essentially.
Oh, yeah, I've got that plenty of times.
Oh, yeah. Anyone who's ever had a YouTube channel with more than 10 subscribers has had that. So I told him straight to his face, look, your opinion is insignificant. You want 700,000 people. Does it really matter what you've got to say? All these other guys have got a lot of other things to say as well. How would they feel if I just listened to you and ignored the rest of them? Sounds like a pretty terrible idea. And that was interpreted as, I hate everyone that watches my videos, and I'm a sellout corporate shill. And that ended up on the front page of Reddit, so that was fun times.
I'm a
nice.
completely different watcher than the people that watch my videos. I remember when I was on the opposite side of the screen, where I was the guy watching the videos and somebody else was making them. And it's I remember when XCal, who I used to watch, he would ban people all the time. Blocked, here's your vacation. And I was scared to comment on his video because I didn't want to get blocked from his video.
Yeah, dude. There were times. This is old school, right? So don't take it as some sort of knock. This is 3 years ago, or maybe
you
even
hate
4 years
yourself,
ago.
thumbs up.
But I would watch him, and I would feel like he'd do a Road to Commander, and I'd think in this particular game, maybe he didn't play the objective as much as I wanted him to. But I wouldn't say a damn thing because I knew how quick he was with the block button. He scared me into not saying anything negative, which I thought was pretty cool.
I don't know, but I never really look for something in a video to just hey, you suck, ha 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 ha.
Well, I think that's exactly what a lot of people do. It's what they want. It's what they get their kicks out of. So that's why they just leave a stupid ass YouTube comment because there's really no consequence to it. Oh no, you get blocked from the channel. All that does is stop you from commenting, and you can just set up a new account. Yeah, exactly. It's not a big deal at all. But the thing is that all we want is for them to stop fucking talking. We don't care if they're offended by being blocked or not. We just want them to stop posting stupid shit. And it'll never end. And as well as I do, you need, the more comments you get, the more chance you've got of getting on the top list. So it's half of you wants to block it, and then the other half says, just say whatever shit you want. Please, by all means, get into fights with all my subscribers because it makes me more money at the end of the day.
I had, just recently, I blocked my 10 most prolific commenters. And because someone gave me this report, said, hey, these are the guys. And I wanted to see the people that left the most comments on my channel. And I was going to reward them. In some way, I don't know, maybe a free t-shirt, maybe, playtime on Xbox or something. Just as a way of saying thank you to my super fans. 9 of the top 10 were just spammers. Hey guys,
trolls,
on this new channel, check me out. I post Moabs,
God.
etc., etc.
When does that ever work?
I know you get this. I know you see comments like this all the time, but I'm different.
Yeah, and it was just.
I wanted someone to go on Reddit and do an AMA. It's I'm a guy that got one person to click my link. Ask me anything. 'Cause you'll never find that person.
You know what I would
Nobody
do
clicks it.
actually if I was a like an up and coming YouTuber? I might find someone who seems like a good fan and send them messages. Like if you just post a comment on my channel, it gets voted down. People curse you out. You come off like a douche. If you sent a letter to someone, I wonder if that would work better. Like, hey man, I saw you liked Woody's videos. I have a lot in common with him. Go check me out. Like, I don't know. It's just a thought. But guys that spam my stuff, I feel like they're not fans at all. They're just users, and that's something that I've become super sensitive to on YouTube. Like, whenever I meet somebody new, like, are you just trying to leverage me into some sort of gain for yourself, or do you like me for me? Like, I don't know.
I used to block a lot of people. I've kind of created a little game at it now. Like if I see somebody that's constantly hating on me on every video, I try to make him start to like me by being extra sweet in the comments to him.
Really?
And then you ban them.
Well, the best thing about that is it pisses them off even more. If they're a genuine hater, they'll get furious. So it's a great way to
What the fuck? You're not an asshole.
Oh,
God
I
damn
didn't
it.
on the TotalBiscuit thing about the guy who said you should listen to me because I pay your salary. I find that to be a tough balance as well. Like I do listen to subs, and if I see a lot of people like Wicked Shrapnel's a good example. A lot of guys asked for him to be on PKA, and I'm like, well, shucks, if they want this, then we'll make it happen. On the other hand, not every idea is one that I think is a good one. And, even if like 20 people ask for the same thing, it's like, well, even 20 is not a lot in comparison to the whole group. So I need to, apply my own judgment too.
How do you pick your games, Total Biscuit?
I think it like for a lot of the stuff that I do for What the Fuck Is, it's mostly like, hey, this looks kind of interesting on Steam, and then I'll just pick it up because that show does better the closer it is to release, because people use it as a buyer's guide. So
Yeah, it's
I'll
almost
grab
like a
something.
review.
Yeah, it's almost like a review, but it's not a review because you'd have to beat the game to review it. It's just more like an extended demo. That's what I like to say to people. It's like, right, well, this game doesn't have a demo. It's okay, I'll play it for you for 40 minutes, and then you can figure it out. Do you want it or not? So I base it really on what pops up on Steam or Gamersgate or any of the PC ones, and then companies send me games. Like a lot of indie companies send me shit, and if it looks interesting, I'll do a video of it. It's not really all that planned, honestly. I know
I know the life, but I have a question, and this is a question I've been fighting with myself, and I figured you'd be a better guy to answer to me. When you're doing other games besides Call of Duty, what is there a sweet spot for the time limit on the video? Like sometimes if you put a 40-minute video, nobody's going to make it to the end of it. But do you put the 40-minute video just for the people that might make it to the end of it?
I figure that if you get your subscriber base to get into the whole idea of long-form stuff enough, what you do is, they don't have time for a 40-minute video. What they do have time for is to watch the first 20 minutes and come back later, which actually is beneficial to you. It gets you the extra view on the view count, even if it's not a unique. It makes it look a bit more impressive. Might even get you an extra ad view. So actually, that works pretty well. I find that if I put out a video that's really long, I've put out videos that are, my podcast is like 4 hours. I mean, Woody knows with his PKAs. I look at your 5-hour episodes and see how many extra views you get on the 5-hour ones. You get those because people are coming back because they haven't finished the whole thing. So I think you can get people to watch long stuff. You've just got to present it in the right way.
Yeah, my super long videos tend to do way better than my standard videos. I'm so sick. But
I have the.
Also,
I'm having the.
Well, I don't know. You've done super long stuff. Like if I do an 8-hour video, it does really well. But
That Minecraft live stream.
yeah, the Minecraft. I think I've done maybe 3 videos that have been over 7 hours, and maybe 4, and all of them have done super well. But it's also, well, one, it's a lot of work to do an 8-hour video, and 2, I only have so many of them in me. Like if I did an 8-hour Mindstream Livecraft daily, then I think by the end of the week it'd be old hat and people wouldn't be that interested. So
It's like an event.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't keep doing that. You really
I
can't.
had some gaming company want me to do a 24-hour live COD stream. I had to tell them no with the quickness. I could barely make that game an hour and a half.
I think I broke my hand.
How'd you break your hand?
The same one?
Yeah, dude, there's like, I haven't gone to the doctor about it yet. I wonder if the camera can pick up this lump. Oh, wait.
Is it swelling?
It was swollen. Do you see this lump? I think it can. That thing
Where?
right there?
Like on the bottom of your palm?
No, You must. Be doing it.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a second knuckle.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No.
What were you doing when you broke your hand?
Fighting with Kyle and Joe Lozon.
Oh yeah.
And it hurt, but I didn't see the lump like I have recently because the whole like top of my hand was swollen. And I just came up because of the live stream. I find playing Call of Duty to be really painful right now. Like particularly when I sprint, it does something. Like when you sprint, you press the stick down, but on your pinky side, you're kind of like holding the controller because otherwise it would just like lever forward and fall off. And I play for 5 games now, and I'm like, this hurts so much. I have to stop. I think I'm gonna try and get an X-ray tomorrow. I'm such a mess, dude.
I know exactly where you're coming from. Like, what a lot of people don't know is I got carpal tunnel real bad in my left hand, and some days are better than others. And like recently, it's like kicked into high gear, and it's really affected my play style. What I usually do, what I do is a leave, but I doubt a leave will cure a broken hand.
I generally think this. Someone said my 5th metacarpal is broken, and I don't even quite know what that means, but
That's
it sounds
like
good.
the bone that turns into your finger.
Yeah, I know. It's probably the pinky one, given that it's 5th, but it's a little screwed up. I need to start taking care of I work a lot. People don't know. Like they think YouTube is incredibly easy.
Oh yeah. Please do tell us.
No, see, I know you make a lot of content too, so you're right there with me, right? But like 2 videos a day, and my videos tend to last between like 6 and 12 minutes. People think I work 18 minutes a day, but that
you're so wrong.
It's not like that at all. I probably work about 18 hours a day.
Let me ask you this: have you had the cabin fever yet?
No, I just have freaking head down, work as hard as I can every day. That's all I got.
Oh, you got a family. Like I sometimes get in these little areas where I'm like in my room so much working that I miss human contact. Like I just get like almost in a panic mode.
Really? That's
yeah.
Dude, everyone is saying my metacarpal is broken. I wonder if I can get an X-ray on a Saturday. Oh wait, is tomorrow Saturday?
Probably somewhere. No, tomorrow's
Emergency
Friday.
room, dude.
Tomorrow's Friday. I can definitely get this.
Good.
Yeah, I went to the doctor about it, and she didn't think it was a broken bone, but like she was really careful. She's like, "Look, I don't have X-ray vision, but if you want my guess, the ligament that's attached in there has pulled off." And she described it as like, ever see like packaging tape on a cardboard box? When you pull it off, sometimes it takes a little tape with it. She's like, I think that's what happened. It pulled away and took a little bone with it, and it's painful, but it eventually will heal up. And I'm like, all right, but she carefully couched that in this. Keep in mind that I don't have X-ray vision. This is just my prediction. And she gave me a prescription for an X-ray. So that's what it is. I have to. And then I've just been working like all day, all night. I've been on like 2 trips since then, or maybe just 1, and I haven't had an opportunity to go to the doctor and get an X-ray. But yeah, now I've got the flu. I think I keep wiping my upper lip because I don't often get lip sweat, but right now I'm rocking it. I see myself in the camera. I am shiny. Like I am freaking.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking at your camera now, Woody. But with the sweats and the sickness and the broken hand, you sure you might not be getting infected?
I might have AIDS. I don't know.
I'm talking about you.
It's not broken the skin, so I don't think it could be infected.
Oh, the bone thing? No, I don't think that's it. Plus, it was a month ago. I don't think the infection would just kick in now. I think. Well,
yeah.
I think they're unrelated. I think that I got sick, and that I broke my hand, and I need to slow down a little bit and get myself taken care of.
You had like 3 days leading up to VidCon of like little to no sleep because you're trying to get videos ready, and then you had like 5 days of VidCon of no sleep because it's VidCon.
I didn't even think of it that way. I think that led to the sickness.
Yeah.
Dude, VidCon was a mess for me. I had like migraines there and lack of sleep, and I don't want to fuss. People don't want to know.
I got to ask, man, what is the point of VidCon? Because I had my guys telling me, you've got to go to VidCon. Like, you know what? I'd actually rather stay in the office and work because that's probably what the subs want. So, but what's the point of it?
For me, not a lot. I think for other people, the point of VidCon is to meet other YouTubers that they can collaborate with, right? Like, people essentially set up dual comms, or for the higher end guys who do like music videos and stuff, like you can totally see like Fine Brothers and Distorm coming out of that and doing something musical, like that's their plan. For me, like I don't really have a problem getting people to collaborate with me just on Skype or Twitter or whatever.
It's not that difficult, really.
If I reached out to you and said like, "Hey man, a lot of my subs totally want to to hear us do a dual comm. Would you be interested?" There's a good chance you would be, right? So that's like I don't need VidCon for that. But for me, I went to VidCon because Machinima asked me to do it, and they put me on a panel to speak about gaming and such. And Machinima treats me well, so every so often when they ask for something in response, I do it.
Well, yeah, how did that panel go?
It was good. It's funny. Like, I'm competitive about everything, so I went to this panel trying to be like the winner. Like, I want to be the most entertaining on the panel, and it was pretty cool. Yeah. So, they asked us questions and such. I like the audience questions the most. But VidCon
Who was on that panel?
It was X-Jaws, me, Optic Hex, and T Martin. And
Okay.
I went up there and did my thing. So, dude, I went into but like I observed the PTFO podcast. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
Yeah.
So it was a pretty cool podcast. They did a good job. But here's my favorite part of it. At one point, they had technical difficulties. Like before the podcast started, they usually do like a pre-show type thing. And the guy, I think it was Kyle, was struggling to work out their tech difficulties, and they were not starting at the time that they wanted to. And he was so stressed. It was just like the weight of the world was crushing him. The chat was just pouring in with this like unsub, you suck, I hate you, like all this freaking like horribleness of this guy. And I know what he's doing. He's under the gun, and he's like, I clicked stream. What the fuck do I have to do other than click stream to stream? Like, I do this all the time. I don't know what's wrong. And I could just I got this sense of him struggling under the crushing weight of expectations to have a technically flawless show while at the same time being the entertainment on the show. And it was like, I see you, brother. You and I get you. I know what you're going through. I have been on the other side of that.
Dude, pretty much anybody's stream has been on that side. That's why I pretty much quit streaming.
Dude, just starting late, right? I jump in this stream, and we had way more dislikes than I deserve for being 3 minutes late. And everyone's mad, they're pissed off, and it's crazy.
Oh, you've got to get people to expect it. That's
Yes!
the best thing. Every time we stream TGS podcast, no one expects it to start on time anyway.
You're right.
So when it does, it's a surprise. I call it the Scotty principle. You say it'll take you 2 days to fix the warp core, you fix it in a day and a half, you're a miracle worker. That's how you do it.
That's totally what we need to do. I went on the FNG podcast. It is, I think it's Kelly, White Boy, and Mr. I Tryhard. And they always start late. They just roll in 12 minutes late. And they're like, dude, what are you new here? If you're mad, it's because you suck. You're new. We're always late. And I was like, man, that's cool. I don't know.
Be.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste 12 minutes of precious time. I mean, think of all the things they could have done in that time.
I don't usually start late. When I do my streams and stuff, I sit there and watch the second hand and then start, when I'm supposed to. But, so that's that. People want us to crash a website. And
GodHatesFags.com.
There's that, but I'll tell you, dude, I want to crash HUPIT.
Really?
I want to see if it crashes.
HUPIT at HUPIT.com?
Nope, HUPITgaming.com. It's almost like Cupit, but with an H, like HUPITgaming.com.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
The hell is this?
It's my website, and
all right,
it's on.
test.
It's on a pretty hardcore, couple servers, 6 core. I think it's down. I think
yeah, because I'm not getting it.
Yeah, there's two differences. You can pretty much do that to any site on a live stream, no problem at all. You could stop people getting to it, but the question is, does it actually fall over? Does the entire site die? Does the database crash?
Yeah.
Or is it just a temporary delay?
Yeah, usually that's all we get. We can get it so that it stops responding, but and then the other thing is in PKA, when we ask people to take down a site, they will sit there and hammer F5. to take it down, or Control R, whatever you prefer. And that's different. Like it's not quite the same as being able to handle 8,000 users, where people are browsing and reading and checking stuff out. So yeah, we can crash HUPIT. All right, that's good. I remember, I was in a live stream and it's down, and I had to crash Gamma Labs, and I wasn't sure I could do it. He sent me a picture of their computer setup, and it was like racks of servers and stuff. Dude, let's crash Gamma Labs. Let me see what it is.
Didn't we crash Gamma Labs last week?
No, there was no podcast last week, but it's Gamma Gamers. GAMMA Gamers.com. I did it in my Minecraft stream, and I was all nervous because he had sent these pictures of this awesome website. I was like, I don't even know. It's down. Gamma Gamers. It's down.
Yeah, I couldn't even get it up. Jesus.
And he was like, "Oh, that's a personal problem." But yeah, I was totally nervous that we wouldn't be able to crash it because it's database error establishing connection, and within seconds they took it out. So that was freaking awesome. They all want me to crash Pornhub.
Good.
You're not going to do that.
Are you kidding?
Dude, can we do that? I don't know.
No one's hitting F5. They're staying on the browse.
It's up. Dude, this is a hardcore site. Like in
you
every
don't
way.
want to mess with them. Like they're pretty much second only to the U.S. government websites, and you don't want to fuck with them.
I think they're bigger than U.S. government. Come on.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I mean, how many people is like US.gov getting per day?
I don't want to direct people to this site. Like, it seems like even for PKA, this is crossing some sort of line.
There's no line.
Really? You guys pull from
Look here.
Motherless like every other podcast.
Blowjobs and pussies getting fucked on this site.
I know the guy who handles those servers. You're not going to crash that one.
It's Mercadurka.
No, I literally know the guy. You're not going to crash that one.
It is fine.
You got these connections, Kyle. Why can't I get a premium membership? What the fuck?
Hook a brother
Also,
up.
ask them why they give me the option to share with my family.
On Facebook.
You're right.
What the hell?
I totally want to see like the people that clicked, follow on Twitter and Google Plus.
Hey, Dad, check it out. Free tits.
Just post it on my wall. Go like it.
Yeah, this
Why
site
do we
is
both use country accents when we
holding up. I hate that. Like the top thing on this site is like videos being watched by other people, and like I don't know. I see these 6, and it's like, that's a good choice, anonymous masturbating guy. Yeah.
Do they have comments? Who leaves comments on these videos?
Whoa, bro, you gotta leave some comments, give them some feedback.
What are they gonna make
the
a
Asian nerds?
Yeah.
The guy. Let's see what the comments are like.
Dude, I've been watching 8 Thoughts the Porno Professionals videos. Those are hilarious.
There's the comments. Where's the comments at?
Oh, you
Oh, yeah,
go into a video, and then at the bottom, flip over to, from a
Yeah, I
related
always
video.
noticed that in porn, they don't have as loyal of a subscriber base, I don't think. 'Cause they don't get that comments. They'll have like 8 million views, 30 comments.
And like 10 subscribers.
Somebody
they're kind of busy
said,
when they're watching porn, though.
I'm gonna
You
make
only have
this.
2 hands free to start typing.
I'm gonna
But
change
if it were
this.
a good one, then you're going to get unbusy right about the time you turn the video off. So you might as well leave a comment. Come on.
I'm reading a
I was
comment.
jerking my shit, but this had really good storyline and plot. So
Somebody wrote, "I need a vagina like that." Not exactly, but I cleaned it up. And I'm wondering, is he saying that he would like to have somebody with one, or is this a chick watching saying that she wishes hers was more like hers?
some vaginas look like somebody took an axe to them, just like a fucking mess.
Ah.
I don't judge.
You never seen it? There's a pretty pussy, and then there's a sloppy pussy. You gotta judge. You gotta judge.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna sit here and judge a guy's penis in pornography, I'm gonna judge a woman's pussy too. And I don't like the fucking sloppy roast beef sandwich looking pussies.
Oh, I honestly don't judge.
I just had roast beef for lunch.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like she is what she is, and like it's not.
Just imagine it looks like roast beef, and then they don't groom it properly, so they got like hairs on the inner lip.
Wait, whoa. Ah, I tried to stop you, but you...
Kyle tried to intercept.
I was slowing you down. You just couldn't wait. Had to drop out the old hairy inner lip vagina that looks like you hit it with a battle axe. Thank you very much. Touchdown.
Oh boy,
This is like watching a train crash in slow motion.
this is
We're
terrible.
there.
Hey, look at this motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm sort of watching the Asian nurse video on Pornhub, and this guy's got it.
Vagina slashing axes.
Yeah,
He's done the
he's
first
got like
time.
his TV remote. He's like half naked, laying on the couch. He's got this Asian nurse, just all skimpy as shit, bringing him something to drink. Must be nice.
I
think we talked about this on the podcast the other night, but here's a good topic.
Oh,
If you had to pick one YouTube commentator to come out the closet, who do you think it would be?
oh boy.
Who do I want
So we're
to
going
be
to
gay?
identify people as gay.
No,
Yeah,
they don't
it's a
have to be
slippery
gay,
slope.
but like who would you think would come out the closet?
I think the
So
obvious
you
choice
want
is
us
Chris
to pick-
Trout.
Oh, no.
For people
I
who don't,
wanted
let
to
me
stop
explain
this one,
that.
too.
Let me explain that there's a backstory. There was one time
there is.
Chris Trout did a video, and he wore a V-neck shirt, and somebody said, like, "Dude, you look gay," and he's like, "I am gay. You know, why are you fussing?" And it was just like a sort of like a way to disarm them. And I took it and I made a whole commentary about it. I congratulated him on his bravery for coming out as gay. I was like, yeah, I really admire your decision. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. I think that, I'm on your side and I don't want you to feel like, you're under some sort of pressure. If anyone is giving you a hard time, I just want you to know that, you're still the same you I loved before you came out. And I did the whole thing like straight-laced without a hint of sarcasm, as if I thought it was true when he said that he was gay, and he's not gay. Not that I would care if he was. I really would feel that way, but because I did it with like this dry sort of humor type thing, there were a lot of people who didn't know it was a joke, and it's I don't know. It's still one of my favorite videos. Chris Trout's gay.
I'm going to say it. Ray William Johnson.
Really?
Would that surprise anyone, though?
That-
Like, really?
That's who I got picked. Is going to come out the closet.
I don't mean to change the topic, so we should come back. But who's the guy from CNN just came out? Anderson Cooper.
Anderson
Cooper.
Dude, A. Coop is my man. He's a boss.
Dude, Anderson Cooper came out, and everybody that I could read was like, well, yeah, I knew, I assumed, I could tell. And I read this article saying that, like, this guy, my brethren in perfect hair, he, like, he would have to be, like, completely, lack any kind of observational skills for you not to, like, catch up on this sort of, subtle things that showed that he was gay. And I'm like, I never thought he was gay. Like,
No,
it didn't.
everyone knew, dude. Like comedians always like get him. Like, they'll be like the mysteriously single Anderson Cooper or something like that.
Really?
Comedians are always going after him with that.
I
think
had
Eminem mentioned that.
Really? I had no
Yeah.
idea. This whole time I hadn't any clue that he might be gay. And then he comes out and everybody is like, obviously.
You have to be really androgynous.
Do you really
for-
give a fuck though? Like
No.
Freddie
No,
Mercury
nobody-
was gay.
The only
No, but it
thing
was
that
just
I
one of those things where like everyone knew, and like he came out.
It still takes a hell of a lot of balls, if you
Oh, yeah,
use
of
that
course.
choice of phrase, to actually come out when you're in that position. You're a goddamn anchorman on one of the biggest news networks of the world. Coming out and saying that takes a hell of a lot of guts.
what I liked about the way he did it, and this is a new trend, is people are saying like, yeah, I'm gay, but hopefully you don't find that to be the most interesting thing about me. I've got a lot going on. I'm this anchor. I'm worldly. I've got this. I've got that. Like, I'm a full-fledged person. Do you think the most interesting thing about whatever, Mel Gibson is that he's straight? Like, no. Like, you think about other things about Mel Gibson. Do you think the most interesting thing about Wayne Gretzky is that he has sex with women? It's like, no. He plays hockey. He's this guy, or an owner, or whatever. Anderson Cooper has done more with himself than just have sex with men. And I kind of line up with the way that he was thinking in that. It's like, yeah, this is a pretty successful guy who occupies a position of power on the world stage. His sexuality is, less critical to the other things that he's done with his life. So that's that.
I wonder who his partner is. I hope it ain't Chris Matthews.
The one thing that, what I thought about when he came out, I was like, man, the only thing I don't like about him being gay is that I worry that the right wing will use that as some sort of talking point to prove that, like, CNN is liberal, that, they'll do, what is it called? An ad hominem
It's just
attack?
furthering the gay agenda.
It's It's an ad
How
hominem.
dare you get one of those jobs and talk to people?
Ad hominem?
All of them.
Yeah, I think that's the name.
You attack someone for something that doesn't have anything to do with what you're talking about.
It's
I somehow don't
this.
think
Like,
Fox News needs any excuse for ad hominem.
if you had, yeah, that's true. If you said, well, I think that, whatever, women should have blonde hair, and I'd be like, well, you would think that. You're 17. It's like, whoa. Don't attack the opinion. Don't attack the person behind the opinion as irrelevant. And I'm afraid that someone was going to say, like, he's obviously a liberal Democrat, whatever, he's gay. It's like, why don't you keep it to, what he does in public and such, if instead of that. So that was my takeaway from him coming out.
I don't understand the whole big deal about people being gay anyway. It's not like the human race is struggling to repopulate.
Yeah, really.
We're not lacking.
The only people that gay marriage affects is the people that are getting gay married.
Yeah, I had a coworker who was afraid that if gay marriage became legal, then all these people would suddenly become gay. And I'm like, are you telling me something?
What?
Are you on the edge? Or like, if suddenly it becomes less hated to be gay, are you going to switch sides? Is that your concern? He's like, no, not me, all these other people. Like, who is like
Who?
Yeah, like
That doesn't affect you at all, though.
yeah, I'm with you.
Well, it affects
it's-
you if you're homophobic. It's like,
Yeah, really.
suddenly all
Well,
my friends come out as
these
gay.
guys
It's like,
are-
I prefer them not to talk about that because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, I just know who to invite over for interior design then.
Wings, man, you're doing it right. I think I could question you, quite frankly. If you ever go over Wings' house, it is clean and his furniture is awesome.
No. Don't confuse that, my cleanliness, with hating the pussy. Wings loves the pussy. It's
No,
all
dude.
hole, no pole.
What'd you say?
Well,
Let it go.
all hole,
Let it
no
go.
pole.
Okay.
That's God. I just got it. All hole, no pole.
Oh no!
Yeah, dude.
Can you rewrite this shit?
Dude, Wings comes out with like the best shit.
Dude, can we get some Photoshop action? All hole, no pole. Can we get that tweeting?
Oh, wise words, Wings.
Wise words, Wings. All hole, no pole. Tweet it to WoodysGamertag. Let's see what you got.
I was just brung up that said what your stuff looks like is how people are going to reflect on you. Obviously, I'm overweight. I'm a big fat motherfucker. So when people see me, obviously they're going to think I don't take care of myself. I'm a lazy, and if like my house is dirty or my vehicle's dirty and things like that, that's just basically builds up that opinion that I'm this unclean, dirty person, and I don't want to be seen out there in the slightest. That's why I did melt deck jobs. That's why I keep the house clean. I keep my trucks fucking spotless. Because I don't want that perspective that I'm a lazy person, because I try to work for everything I've ever gotten.
That's true about Wings. Like I'll tell you what. Maybe I'm fattish. What's the equivalent of racist for fat people? I don't know. But before I met Wings, because he's a big guy, I had I guess certain assumptions. The negative things that he's talking about. The truth behind Wings is he is exceptionally clean. His house is exceptionally clean and well maintained. His truck, all the things he owns, he takes really good care of. If you look at my laptop computer, it looks like somebody jizzed on it because I spilled milk on it 3 months ago, and it's still there. With Wings, that stuff wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds. He takes good care of everything he owns, from his trucks to his guns to his homes. Yeah, he's got towels right there. It's always done, and he smells nice. If you meet Wings of Redemption, you're gonna smell some sort of pleasant man, cool sport odor like that.
It's Polo Explorer.
All right. Yeah, I told you, right? I'm not making this stuff up. And
The official scent of Wings of Redemption.
if
Polo, if you want, you only got to back you.
if Wings of Redemption looked like Anderson Cooper, he would be everything that you imagine a GQ guy to be.
Gay guys are usually generally in really good shape, though, so that cancels me right on out. I have the straight guy body.
Someone asked if I smelled wings. Dude, you sit in the back seat with a guy. That sounded funny. But we were in a limo together at Billionaires Challenge. And then I also spent time with him when we went to his house and shot guns. So,
Yeah. I think me and Woody are the only two people that showered.
There's nothing wrong with smelling other people. I usually smell people. I want to check them out, see what's going on over there. I can tell a lot about how someone smells.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
same
I know.
as dogs,
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
I
go-
mean, gonna be sniffing your ass, but if you smell good, I know you're probably a cool guy. If you smell really bad, then we know that's probably not the case.
But they don't consider me gay. Like I said, that's just to basically reinforce the idea that I'm not a fucking slob.
Wings smells like a powerful straight man. That's what he's a clean one.
Yeah. You can smell the testosterone rolling off of me.
Well, no, I don't know about that, but
Well, I mean, he does drink just straight bull testicle juice.
I don't drink none of that mess.
I wonder how many people were at the start of the show where we talked about that. Like, how many guys watching right now?
Well,
Everyone
they're not
came
here
in
now.
like a half hour early. Like, what the fuck are we
about
talking about?
30% of you got that joke.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of you think that Wings just is a weird guy.
You know what I want to see? I've had this idea since like 2 weeks ago. Just hit Control V in the chat and paste whatever you got. Like what kind of random stuff is in there?
I don't even know what this is.
Oh no!
This is
Watch mine be porn.
Oh, it's pandas.
Oh
Aw.
no! It's the thing I sent to Kyle earlier.
Oh God, no! I'm not clicking that again. No, if you want to like scrub your eyes of the thing that Wings just sent, I'll tweet this out. But you can look at that
No.
in real just. put
Oh
out.
look, that's cute.
No, do
Yeah,
not.
this- little baby pandas.
I like the pandas,
Oh,
though.
that
Those
last
are cool.
panda got owned.
It's like,
Oh, too bad you can't put links in the chat. But I'm looking. What do we got?
I just tweeted mine out.
Foul Bay Road. Oh
don't
my
wanna
gosh!
click
Tell her
mine,
I
but-
said hello and that I love her and that I miss her and that she is super cute and pretty.
What?
I don't know. There's an IP address in there. Thankfully, it's not mine.
Are
One
you
guy.
looking at your clipboard?
I'm looking at the chat of the things that different
Oh.
people had in their Control V.
You should check out my Control V, Woody. You'd really like it.
No, don't. I'm saving you a lot of eye rape.
Oh my
Don't.
god! I saw it. That's terrible.
Oh God, someone put Asian ass porn.
What else do we have in Control V? You know what? YouTube is good at streaming in a lot of things. Like the video itself is really good. Like now when I go to Twitch, I feel like I'm looking at it through a toilet paper roll or something. It's too small. Oh, and it scales. That's something that Twitch also does well. But you never have a stream that's too successful and it fails, right? YouTube will handle it. But I am kind of bummed that the chat is still this like slow refresh based thing. Like, I want it to be fast.
It's just rolling comments, which I can't imagine why you'd want that.
I can't
What's the,
imagine
like,
a multi-million-dollar
right.
company takes so long to break it down.
Yeah, I wish.
I don't know what they're really doing with streaming. It doesn't seem like they've updated it much in the last 2 years.
No, they
It
have.
hadn't been out for 2 years, has it?
I think it has. Like for the really early closed beta stuff was about 2 years ago, if I recall correctly.
You know what? They've made a lot of changes. Some of them don't show to viewers. Like as a streamer, the like live control room stuff I see, like how long people are lasting, the health of my stream and stuff. I get status updates on it that I didn't used to get. It publishes to a video more reliably than it used to. It used to be that it would just fail, or I had these live streams where 15 minutes in, it would be like this horrible row, row, row audio that just lasted for like the next 3 hours. And now, pretty much really reliably, shortly after I stream, it goes live. So a bunch of tech stuff on the backside has improved, but the chat
The interface.
is the same. And
No, but what would you do to improve it though?
I like Twitches. I like that. Oh, and moderation. I'd love to have.
I can
words
tell
in
you
there.
exactly how to improve it. Make it like Twitch, where I don't have to change the fucking setting every time I want to go on.
Yeah, they have that with there's a special. I don't want to bore the stream with this, but there's a special like Wirecast version. The thing is, it doesn't work with the Blackmagic Intensity Pro, so I can't use it.
I don't use Wirecast, so I can't use it.
Oh well, you could, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So YouTube streaming has gotten like technically reliable. That it does really well. I just wish they'd clean up the comments. They need to get that done. So, someone asked you if you're done with League of Legends, Biscuit.
I haven't played it in like 9 months. I was at Riot Office last month. The problem is I'm NDA'd out the ass, and I can't say a damn thing about it. So,
Wait, what?
NDA, no.
NDA, non-disclosure.
Oh, okay.
They put
Dude,
some
I-
pretty hardcore stuff. As soon as you walk into their office, you have to have had signed NDAs before you can even go through the door.
Really?
It's pretty
'Cause
crazy.
I've been playing a lot more League of Legends lately. I played with Bash on one of his streams like a couple days ago, and I'm slowly but surely starting to not suck ass at that game anymore.
That's when I'm looking at other games other than Call of Duty. One of the things I look for in it is that like you don't have to be that good, like so. For example, if you play BioShock, is anybody good at BioShock? Like, do you have to be? Everyone can finish that game. The games you can finish now. It's not that big of a deal.
That was a
pretty much
great game,
picked
by
the
the way.
easiest FPS of the last 10 years. That game just doesn't challenge you in any way.
Okay,
That's really story driven, though. I really like the story in that game.
take Minecraft, take Borderlands, take
Well, it is kind of. If you look at our gameplay,
dude, whatever. People are fussing about our gameplay, but it's just the first couple, hours in it. If you look at a lot of these games, like I don't think that like it takes a lot of skill to beat these games. It's really just about having a fun experience.
You're talking about the skill ceiling of various titles, and like some games just don't have one. They don't bother to even incorporate one. So
Yeah,
it's a case of these games are not ever designed to challenge you, and then there's others where the skill ceiling is really, really fucking high, and it takes you a while to get there. And
like
that
League of
applies
Legends.
The thing about LoL is that everyone just says it's the easiest MOBA, which I think was true until Smite came along. Smite is an easier game, although it's actually a bit more fun, in my opinion. It's actually a lot of fun. But I think that LoL probably has the lowest skill ceiling of Dota, Dota 2, Heroes of New Earth, certainly. But it's still pretty fucking high. The problem with, like, you compare LoL to COD, you don't have to be that good at LoL, but the problem is if you're bad at LoL, you fuck up your entire team. Like,
Yeah.
okay, one guy's fucking around on domination in COD. No one gives a shit. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference.
Wings
Yeah.
does.
yeah, I care a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? All right, okay.
I mean, that doesn't ruin the entire game for you. I mean,
No,
you
it
have
doesn't.
an 80 carry on the bottom that has, it's got like 2 and 11 by 45 minutes in the game, and
You're fucked.
it's basically you're down a man. It doesn't
If you're
even
2 and
matter.
11, you better hope I'm doing well.
Exactly, and it takes.
If that's happening, then you're fucked anyway. I mean, your
Yeah.
AD carry's that bad. The problem with this is why you get so much rage with those kind of games. It's not just this guy is bad. It's this guy is actively helping the other team by being bad. He's
Yeah.
giving them money and power and fucking everything. That's why it's called feeding.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It's the worst thing in the world. Because you can't do shit about it because this guy's just going to belligerent at you anyway.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's horrendous.
so what I was going to say is like I'm not really looking for games where I have to invest like I'll make up a number, 150 hours to get competent at it. Sorry, I'm so sick. Like StarCraft, a League of Legends.
Oh, you'll need more than 150 hours for
Yeah,
StarCraft.
really.
Holy
Right.
shit.
If you're looking for
50 months.
StarCraft gameplay and you're not looking to just laugh at it, then go check out Husky or something. He'll do great stuff for you.
You'll still laugh at him. He's actually not very good at the game. He's better than I am, but in the grand scheme of things, he actually is terrible. That's how
I have
high
a
the skill
hard
ceiling
time
is in
believing
StarCraft.
that terrible is accurate, right? He might not be there with the pros that he knows, but that'd be like saying Wings is terrible because Optic Scumpy is so good. No, he's not. He's good, right? He's just, a Husky StarCraft, I'm assuming, can beat like 95% of StarCraft players.
No, that's not true. He's Diamond
because
League.
1/5 of the world's population can beat anybody in StarCraft.
Okay. What Diamond League you said?
He's Diamond League.
What does that mean?
Right, okay, so you got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, and grandmasters. Yeah, grandmasters is the top 200 in the world in each region. Everything else is broken down and can be kind of an infinite size, but it's a percentage of the total population. So Diamond League is below Masters. Diamond League means that relative to everyone else, you don't make newbie mistakes with your base building and your what's called your macro, which is how efficiently you build stuff. So you have a bigger army by a certain point in the game because your macro is better. That means that you're pretty competent in that respect.
So-
but that stuff you just learn. That's almost like muscle memory stuff.
So
it
throw
doesn't
out a
make you
number.
skilled.
How many?
Well,
what
macro
percentage
is a
of
little
people
different than
can he beat? 70?
Percentage of people that he could beat at the moment, probably. Well, the problem with it is that the ladder has gotten much smaller.
Biscuit, you got to count the
Most people
total.
quit.
This
You
is
got
a
to count
long
the user
answer.
map setting guys and all as well. Like the
Oh,
whole
if you count
community.
them, then yeah, absolutely, 70% easy.
All right.
The thing is, those guys don't play ladder. They don't even count statistically.
Dude,
Plays a hell of a lot better than I do.
Yeah.
ladder is vicious. I mean, I was top ladder on StarCraft 1, and that's an emotional setting.
Oh yeah.
Lots of faggots thrown around, lots of little teen anger.
Yeah, really.
People
All
are
that teen angst.
people in the chat are saying 60%, 80%. So those are rough numbers. And to me, if you can beat 80% of the people that play the, I guess, competitive thing, then you're good, right? The terrible is just not an accurate description.
I'd say the problem is that you get a lot of attrition with StarCraft. You get to a certain point and you just don't play it anymore. Like, most people don't even get past bronze. Do you count them as active players? Those guys haven't played in a year. So yeah,
I don't think it really matters. I think
I don't
we're just
even-
trying to get. He's a good player.
Dude,
Yeah.
I quit StarCraft just because of how hard it was to keep up with people evolving. And Brood, and I was good at it. These people were evolving. Like every week they knew we kind of find a way. So, oh my God. And then it's the same YouTube comedy. People that look up to you, and all of a sudden, like, you have people about to do, and you get StarCraft 2 competitively.
Yeah, so sorry about the robot voices there. Someone's hacking us right now. I don't know how the stream is working. Yeah, the stream help is bad. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It'll come right back.
My internet lines.
Yeah, so just give it a minute.
Like placed in.
All right. Nope, still under attack right now. Cocksucker.
Sometimes.
Are we back?
Hey.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think it's wrapping up. Yep. So, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
And roll call?
Taylor.
That's it? Just Taylor and me so far?
TV.
Oh, there's Total Biscuit. Here we are. I think
Yeah.
we're
I'm
back.
here.
Yep. So,
I think we're just missing Kyle.
I think we might have him.
He's loading on
Shows
my
up in-
screen.
Yeah, he's not connected to the call on my screen either.
Oh, interesting. On mine, he's here.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I learned
Yeah.
a lot in the last week about the hacking and such, and I could sit here and watch my stats. That was a distributed denial of service attack, or just a DOS. I don't know. I've been testing it, and today was sort of the first stream I've tried since I made myself a little bit hard to attack, and I guess it is what it is. It's unfortunate. In Painkiller already, it's not that big of a deal because it's just robot voices for 60 seconds, and then we're good. On a gameplay one, it's a little tougher because people get kicked out of the lobby and stuff, and that sucks. But anyway, hopefully they leave us the hell alone, and we can get back to the show. If you guys see this and you like Painkiller already, just wait, and it should come back in a minute.
I think it might be that guy that is always bragging about doxing.
It's hard to tell who it is. It looks like we're not streaming again quite yet.
You just said
good, man.
you guys see this and like Painkiller already. Yeah,
This
this is
is
good.
what generally happens when you get people that hate you for some stupid reason. Like,
I can relate.
Yeah, it was probably giving to charity, so it's pretty warranted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to do, man. What the hell
What
are
a
you thinking?
scumbag.
don't ever visit a burn hospital and give out teddy bears.
No, it's nice you in the parking
What
lot.
kind of sick fuck would do that?
But yeah, we were talking about LoL and Starcraft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still like skill ceiling and things like that.
Yeah, like I've been playing on the public beta environment for League of Legends, where it's like it's the next patch ahead, and they have the new champion out.
Yeah.
And I'm having a good time. The champion's fun, and I'm starting to finally get my LoL skills where I want them to be. But it's been a lot of work.
You need to get your D3 skills, son.
I need to get a new computer before I get D3.
I just hit level 60 on Diablo 3. I was so happy with myself.
Isn't that the max level?
It's
Yep.
max level, but I play hardcore.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it whenever I get a new computer at the end of the summer. But right now, my computer's basically got the computing power like a TI-86 calculator.
I'm scared to death of Inferno because I play hardcore and like one fucking computer, one internet drop or one server spike.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it being always online, man. That was never an issue with Diablo 2. You could play hardcore and it wouldn't matter if your internet went down or not. But with Diablo 3, yeah, it freezes up. You die to a ridiculous Inferno pack, and that's it.
What they need to do is they need to take that 10-second timer off of it. I know it's there to keep people from cheating the game. But like when your internet goes down or you get a lag spike, there's no escape no more. Beforehand, you could all F4 out.
Mm-hmm.
In D2, there was escape. You could leave the game instantly. You could alt F4 out. You can cut your computer off. You just get you the hell out of that game, so you don't have to stand there looking like a,
Taking shit ton of damage.
yeah, and lose your character because the server is unstable, or you get put on a bad server.
Yeah, I mean, I see why they put you have to have the internet connection all the time, but I don't know. I don't think it's really. It hurts more people than it helps block.
It doesn't
people.
help really anyone. I think that a lot of people over exaggerated the problem with Diablo 2. The whole thing was, there were hackers and item dupers and things. Diablo 2 is like, yeah, that's true, but 99% of people didn't see them because all they did was either play single player or they played with their friends in closed lobbies. So they never came into contact with those people.
The bad thing in Diablo 2 was TPPKers, where they'd shoot like a bunch of shit at you and then use a program to teleport to town in hostile before the stuff disappeared.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was the big thing then. I played a lot of D2 as well. I'm kind of disappointed with the way Blizzard is pretty much addressing StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3. They're not the same company they were back in 2000.
Oh, no.
I have a topic if we're reached a natural switch point.
Sure.
Okay, so if you had to choose your top 5 dream girl list in order, from any from real life, I guess if you want to go fictional universes you can, but yeah, top 5.
I think this is going to be rigged. Woody's got to be 1 through 5, Jackie.
I'll play along.
Wives, girlfriends, whatever.
Yeah.
This is fantasy, this is hypothetical single best version of you.
Well, I definitely want Jessica Alba in there, right? I think that's a good choice, like an easy one.
Is that it? That was
Okay.
the whole setup? Name 5 girls?
I want
Jessica
Elizabeth.
Alba 5 times.
Yeah, I think I want Elizabeth Taylor, when she was young, like 24-year-old Elizabeth Taylor, because she was
Classy.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Jenna Jameson. You might as well get a professional in there.
Wait. PKA has Sasha Grey as sort of an official porn star. I feel like you're cheating on her.
No, I'm sorry, Sasha. I won't.
What?
Stick with my choice. Yeah.
See, look, all of the porn stars are fine, but they don't have. And I'll admit, Sasha Grey, while hot, is not the hottest girl on the planet. I mean, she's not Jessica Alba. Nobody matches her enthusiasm. Nobody.
Jenna Jameson built an empire. She's got brains and the
I
other
think
stuff.
Katy Perry matches the enthusiasm of Sasha Grey.
You're picking people for brains? What are you, Anderson Cooper?
No, you said enthusiasm.
And what was I going to go with?
Katy Perry has that bad girl thing going on.
Oh,
Does she?
Rihanna. I want Rihanna.
Nah.
All right.
Nah, I-
Rihanna.
Why would you
And
pick
I,
Rihanna?
I think Rihanna's really fucking hot. That's why I would pick Rihanna. And
She got a pit bull face.
I like it. fucking
Okay.
hot. And I guess one more. I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman, but a real Wonder Woman who could fly.
Okay.
Is that for logistical reasons or just because of how attractive
Yeah, dude,
it is? It's like, you know, I
dude, I
really
would
thought
say-
this one through. This would be so helpful for my daily life.
Yeah, she's my number one. She's my keeper. That way I can fuck her as I travel at like warp speed.
I'm working on my
Ooh,
list right
okay.
here. I'm typing it out. I'm thinking.
How about an evolution of this question? You have to marry one. You have to fuck one. You have
Oh
to kill one.
no! We are not doing
No?
stupid, crazy, tired, done 60 times before on this show
Oh,
questions.
damn it.
No.
Okay, never mind. Just keep it with the.
We'll put
5
that
people.
right there next to Would You Rather.
Okay. 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 Man, it's like I'm donating to charity or something. Jesus Christ.
I know. Perhaps I overreacted a little bit, but yeah,
That
that's.
escalated quickly.
So here's my list so far. Sasha Grey, just because of enthusiasm, and I have a sense of loyalty to her, right? Like, she doesn't know me at all, but I've mentioned her on the show a good 100 times, and I feel like if I'm going to have a top 5 list, she belongs on there. Jessica Alba, mostly because there's this one picture of her bending over on a lawn chair as she's preparing to suntan, which is perhaps the hottest picture of any girl ever. You guys know it with the brown bikini?
Mm-mm.
Really? You're missing out.
No.
Meg Ryan in her prime. I recognize that, she's not in her prime anymore, but since he did Elizabeth Taylor, something about her you can just fall in love with, right? Something about Meg Ryan, I don't know. Like, I had this notion that the real Meg Ryan in her prime would be someone that you enjoy spending time with. The fourth one on my list, and you porn aficionados will probably know who I'm talking about. All I know is her name is Heather, and she specializes in oral. Who's with me here? Who knows her?
I think I saw
Heather
her
from
on
ID.
Reddit.
Heather Brooke.
Heather Brooke. All right. That girl, like, so most of those videos are from like 2001. I don't know how hot she'd be as a porn star right now, but someone says they know the Alba pic in the chat. Nice. So, but yeah, she should stop doing porn and start just like, I don't know, doing tours around the country, teaching people how to be like her. Like that, it would be an act of charity, an act of goodwill. It would be something that improves the state of our
scared
nation.
of my list.
Dude, this woman can go down like nobody else on the planet. She is just gifted. I swear she could deep throat this freaking Gamma Lab
She
cup.
could straighten the budget out in America. She just set
No,
Obama
I've
up.
seen videos where she took like an 18-inch dildo and took the whole thing.
She's like a sword swallower.
Yes, exactly. That's the level of skill we're talking. Yeah.
And
Wow.
she's never gagging or whatever. And wow, this is a really dirty PKA. But upon completion, she's usually all the way.
But yeah, the guy's coming straight down her throat is
Yeah,
what he's trying to
like,
say. Just
into
big,
her
long streams of
lungs
jizz,
or
just
something.
straight down the pipe.
I don't know where it's
Wow,
going.
that kind of
I assume into her stomach or something. But like, yeah, most girls are 2 inches deep by the end of it, right? Her, she's freaking 14 inches deep if that's what it takes at the finish. and you're just like, you, my friend, my goddess, my uber talented porn star, you are doing something that even your porn brethren are not accomplishing. And
Let me ask you this, Woody.
it's.
I know she told us this before that your wife had a holdout. Is that your holdout?
I don't have I don't think that was me. A holdout?
Yeah, like I love you unconditionally, but if this person wants to have sex, I'm down.
I don't remember this. I don't have no, dude. The real truth is, there's no holdout. There's no nothing. If Heather was here right now saying, "Woody, your wife's in Jersey," I'd be like, "No, I don't want any piece of that." I can't
You
even
send her on down to Myrtle Beach.
I can't even talk about this because it's so fresh off the news. But there are people I know in my life, not even family, who are like freshly decided to get divorced, and it's like tragic. I swear, like I have like proxy stress over this. I'm like, oh my god, they've got kids, and he screwed up, all because he couldn't be devoted, and that's I don't know. Like I mentioned before, I'm built for loyalty, right? Whether it's friends or wives or whatever. Like it just, I like this sort of, you and I, we don't cross each other. That's how we work. And he screwed up a bunch of lives because he's not wired for loyalty, and it super super sucks. So
Yeah, but guys naturally aren't built for loyalty. Think about every male in every other race of animals. They have the kids, they stay around for a little bit, and they move on.
That's not true. Not all of them.
yeah,
A lot
I,
of
I
animals
think
mate
so.
for life.
Like which ones?
emperor
eagles.
penguins.
A lot of birds do.
Yeah, there's a lot of birds actually that do. But yeah. Anyway, so I don't know how we came on this holdout thing, and I got all serious. Whereas before I was talking about Heather and her incredible
I still got to
talents.
do my list, and there's plenty of laughs in it.
All right, so just to wrap it up, like, dude, if you're actually in a committed relationship and you like her, do not screw this up because, like, it's forever. And even if she forgives you, it's not something that people forget. I know couples who've had challenges and then they come back and that relationship is, like, permanently scarred. Like, I just imagine, I went to VidCon last week. How would her feelings about me going to VidCon or paintball or whatever be altered if I wasn't as trustworthy as I am? Like, that would super suck. So yeah. Anyway, Heather Brooke is incredible.
Yeah, it's hard to it's hard to
The
get
moral
Woody
of
to
that
go with you.
story.
It's hard to get Woody to go with you to Hooters. Woody's a very loyal man.
I'll go to Hooters with you, Kyle. Let me know.
All right.
I'll pinch some asses too if you'd like me to.
No, I don't need a scene at Hooters. No.
Ronaldinho wrote me on Skype, said that he loves Jessica Alba and demands to see that picture. And I just feel like I know how difficult it is for him to type, so I'm obligated for him to come up with this thing. That guy types it like one word a minute. That must have been.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
My list. All right. They're not in any particular order because I can't really rate them.
Mm-hmm.
But one will be Charlize Theron.
Okay.
We got Lily Sabowski.
Who?
Yeah.
She was in Drive and The Glass House and a bunch of other movies.
Who did she
Oh
play
yeah, I know
Drive?
the one. Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, she's real cute in the face.
Yeah, she is.
Adrienne Barbeau from the 80s.
See, I'm too young. I don't know.
Late 70s, early 80s. Like she was the girl in The Fog. She was in Escape from New York.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know the
okay.
chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really big boobs. She was hot.
Really? Oh, yeah. I'd love to put them in my mouth.
That's a little much. But okay.
Yeah. Pamela Greer. Pamela Greer with the afro.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, and Wifey from Wifey's World.
Wait,
There's
Wifey the
plenty of dudes
blonde
with Pam
porn
Grier out
star?
there, by the way.
What you say?
Wifey the blonde porn star?
Yeah, from Wifey's World. She's an amateur porn star, but yeah.
I think I know her.
She doesn't really have a name. It's just always Wifey.
Yeah, something about her just seems really willing to go along. Like I don't know what her deal is.
She's making her living sucking dick. I mean, like, she's willing to go along.
She doesn't say no to anything. Something about their, like, if you watch Heather Brooke, the whole theme on everything they does is how much she loves her boyfriend or husband, whoever that person is. If you watch Wifey, the whole theme is how, like, almost obedient she is. Like, it doesn't matter what you want, you get it from Wifey.
Yeah, like the series where like she's dressing up as her sister to give him oral sex.
I did not say.
Wow. That's
Oh, dude, I wonder if it's possible to get Sasha Graham PKA 100.
ooh.
Ooh, total. Have you got a list?
I do. I've come up with one. Do you guys just have these lying around? I'm pretty sure I fucking don't. I had to come up with this one.
I did too.
Incidentally, by the way, I've just discovered there is a reference source for finding out information. You said this like wifey thing. I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't seen this. Googled it and like, boobpedia.com exists. Turns out there's a lot of reference information regarding this woman. Shitloads. Like, you could source this in an essay if you like. Jesus.
All right, so
There
let's
you
hear
go.
your list.
I've linked it in chat. You can go and check out the information on that list. All right. Probably 5, Kate Beckinsale. No doubt about that.
All right.
4, probably Rachel Weisz.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about English women with black hair. It's odd. especially considering I married an American. That doesn't make any sense at all, but never mind. Number 3, I know you'll not know this one. I can fucking guarantee that.
I think my date just fell down a flight of stairs. Please continue.
Way to derail the story, Kyle.
Well done, man. Well done. She goes by the name of Christina Scabia. She's a singer, lead singer for a metal band called Lacuna Coil. I will link you a picture if you need evidence.
Oh, yeah. I think I do. I don't know.
For science, of course. I'm going to need
For science. Yeah, obviously. For science. There we go. Scientific research has been provided.
Ooh, okay. Hold on, let me get on my lab coat.
Yeah. I'm going to need some peer review on this.
That's a solid choice.
Solid choice? Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
no one's griefing you for that one.
No, didn't think so. Number 2, probably Christina Hendricks.
Yes, god tier titties on Christina Hendricks.
I don't think anyone's going to question that one.
Did you say God tier titties?
Dude, she's got some
That is
god
so
tier
nice.
titties.
It's pretty
She's
accurate.
got some god tier titties.
I'm about to steal that one.
Go for it. What is that,
And
3?
That's number 2. So number 1,
Okay.
probably Olivia Wilde, I would say.
Ooh, okay.
I have one I
Another
think I want to
quality
add.
choice.
I think I figured out who my 5th is. And thankfully she's old enough now. That chick from Harry Potter.
Emma Watson?
Emma Watson. Yeah.
What is it with guys and Emma Watson? I'm trying to figure this one out. Why is the obsession? Where does it come from?
Really? You don't see it?
No, I don't.
I think my preference is for thin women. Like, that's the thing. I'm not really a big top-heavy fan. I like a fit woman. And something about her just seems like, I don't know, sociable. Like if we had a long car ride together, I bet she'd be cool.
Yeah.
And
That's a quality 5th pick.
I disagree. I think she'd be all prim and proper and hard to get along with, but I think she'd be really fun to fuck and throw around.
All right.
yeah, prim and proper.
Slap around a little bit, tell her to use the Hermione accent.
No, dude, she's. I saw
Make her-
she's not that prim and proper.
Make her do a few spells.
The Guardian Leviosa.
Make her call me Professor Snape the whole time. She really-
Am I
Why?
the only person here that's disappointed that Biscuit's list didn't have Amy Winehouse on it?
Amy
Well,
Winehouse.
Why?
Well, first of
Yeah,
all, she's
no.
dead.
Why would?
Which is a little
She's not on
fucked up.
anyone's list besides the.
Well, so is
drug
Adrienne Barbeau. She's dead too, but I still put her on.
dealer. No,
Yeah, but Amy Winehouse just died. It's
Yeah, like 5 years
She was
ago.
never attractive to begin with.
like 3
Oh.
months ago.
well,
5
that
months
means
ago.
she's been sober for 3 months too.
Oh,
Oh.
too soon.
Okay. Is it my turn to give my list?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking with wings, I can't really rate them like 1 to 5, but just in no particular order. Biscuit, you might know this woman, Karen Gillan.
You're breaking up again. I'm getting robots over there.
Karen
Or
Gillan.
robot.
That one might
Karen
be.
Gillan. Spelled with a K. Karen Gillan.
Total Biscuit. Can you hear us now? It might be him getting attacked this time. We'll see. Because the rest.
Could be my end. Could be my end.
Yeah. Where in the world are you, by the way?
Didn't get what you're saying there. Just little bits of it.
Where in the world are you? Like state or country or?
Where am I right now? I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay.
How close
Where-
are you to Myrtle Beach?
He can't hear us very well. I wonder what city he's in North Carolina.
I can only hear bits of you. I'm going to reconnect to the call. See if
All
that
right.
helps.
Very good. Where were we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Might be time for a road trip tonight.
I'm so sick. As soon as this ends, I'm going to go under the covers and watch a movie and have some tea. or
You've got a
something.
man cold.
I am just painkillers and energy drinks powering through. The show must go on, and
You have a man cold.
I hope people appreciate the effort. It's not easy.
Don't worry, Woody. I'll bring a syringe full.
I don't like this.
What, a syringe
right.
full of
The
what?
suspense is killing me,
Yeah.
Wings.
I forgot the name of the shit it's called. God, what was it? They make like PRNs with it.
Here, you finish. I'll finish my list, and then you can have time to think. Okay, so I sent a picture of Karen Gillan just for reference purposes. Allison Brie from Community and from Mad Men. Emma Stone when she has red hair. That's important. And Lee Newton from SourceFed. And Olivia Munn.
That's what I was about to say. We left Olivia Munn off. You got her, though. Good one.
I'm surprised y'all left Line Trap off. Come on, nobody want Line Trap?
Who?
I don't know what that is.
Line Trap, Bailey J.
Who's Lion Trap?
Line Trap. Come on, we did a whole thing on PK about it.
He's talking about the tranny.
Yeah.
Oh. Kyle, tell us more.
You know, we did a whole fucking half hour about the tranny who looks like 99.99% like a girl, and the woman who has like the man face but still has the vagina. She basically looks 99.99% like a man.
Dude,
but has a vagina.
Yeah, I totally know the guy. I don't know the girl. I kind of forgot her. Oh, wait. I'm mixing them up. I'm not sure which one's the guy and the girl. I totally know the masculine one. I've seen that masculine guy. That girl makes me look like a girl. You know, she, I don't know, completely vibes guy. Like, everything about him is guy unless he's naked.
I just linked you to the other one.
I don't know if I want to follow this link.
It's just a Google image search.
Yeah.
And this one is a guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
See?
Oh.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, she is, well, this whole he-she boundary is kind of crossed.
God, I thought I'd stayed off 4chan because of shit like this.
The only thing feminine about this individual happens to be the cock and balls.
That's a pretty big factor for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, for the viewers at home, imagine, like, I don't know, a skinny Katy Perry with a dick.
She's Asian, right?
No.
Why?
No.
Why would you want to imagine that?
Because that's what we're looking at.
Is she Asian?
No.
No, she's not. She kind of vibes it. Like,
Just the eye makeup.
like maybe a quarter or something like that. I don't know what she is. Italian? But
Yeah, I'm not gonna study any more pictures.
She's part Hispanic.
really? Her skin is really light.
Yes.
Oh, anyway.
You can tell it right in the face. She's got a mixed parents. Well, he, she, whatever you want to call it.
Dude. Oh, I was watching somehow this... Dude, let me just tell you what my mind did. I was like, oh, she's a mutt. Oh, the Iditarod. Hey, I learned something new about dogs. So, I was watching the Iditarod, and
Yeah.
sled dogs are not what I thought they were. Like, if you picture a sled dog in your head, it is like a Siberian Husky, right? Like, that's kind of what they look like. When people take them for walks, they're pulling tires and stuff. The actual Iditarod dogs are not designed for pulling. It's not a pulling race at all. It's a running race. The dogs themselves pull like 5 pounds of pressure every so often. That's how hard it tugs on their harness. And the real challenge for the dogs is just running that fast, running that far. Sorry, people say clear my voice. I'm losing it. It's not I can do. But, yeah, so they're actually tiny, slight, like 45-pound mutts, not strong Siberian Huskies.
Interesting.
You want a strong fucking dog, a Saint fucking Bernard. Y'all seen that video?
No.
What is it? Is he like pulling a weight?
Yeah.
I've seen people, like, I don't really care for pit bulls. I don't think pit bulls are any meaner than other dogs, but I think all dogs will nip you every now and then, and a pit bull's just really good at nipping, so I don't think they're cool to have around. But I know somebody's got a pit bull,
Check out this fucking video.
and they pull, like, cinder blocks and stuff.
Dude.
Fuck a cinder blocks. Check out that video you seen. Saint Bernard is fucking strong.
5,000 pounds.
They've got a dog hooked up to, like, what looks like a tank. I don't know what that is.
It's a cart with cinder blocks on it.
This is how the
And they got a
Italians
guy
build
like
the
calling
pyramids,
him
man.
like, come here, boy.
Yeah. The St. Bernard is strong as shit. Oh my god, he's pulling that thing. When I was a
There's
kid,
trucks that can't pull that.
when I was a kid growing up, there was someone in my neighborhood that raised Siberian Huskies, like bred them and raised them. And they would always take them for walks, carrying like 44-inch tires, just dragging them along the street. Did I lose you guys?
This is
Okay.
this
No,
is
you
insane.
got you.
I'm still mesmerized by this video. I just rewatched it like twice.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And it did have wheels though, because it's hard to say.
Yeah, but trailers have wheels too, and there's like small trucks that can't do what this dog is doing.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Because it's got wheels. Think about it. I've pushed my truck before on flat ground.
Yeah,
That's like
but
3,000.
you're also
pounds.
not 100 pounds.
I feel like I could pull 3 trucks if I really had to.
Get out. You think you could pull 3
I'm gonna
trucks?
set this up tomorrow. I've got access to 3 trucks. I'm gonna see how many trucks I can pull tomorrow.
That's a
I'll-
PK 100 challenge.
I'll give you a heads up on how many trucks I pulled. I can definitely pull like 1.5 trucks, like no problem.
How you gonna
He's
have
got
1.5?
4 legs. All right, wait a minute. He's got 4 legs
You
though.
can use 4 legs. I'm just saying, I've allowed you. There it is. You can go down on your hands and feet and crawl forward.
So
Same.
to go back to the 5 girls topic, I don't think this might be an honorable mention, but I didn't realize that Hillary Duff got this freaking hot since she was on the Lizzie McGuire show or whatever.
Oh, that's
No, she
airbrushed
got
the
ug-
hell and back.
Oh,
she got
dude.
uglier since she left Lizzie McGuire now.
Unless Lizzie McGuire is now made out of plastic, that is airbrushed all the fucking back.
Hold on, I'm gonna do more Google research.
Yeah. You know what? Pictures on the internet, they don't mean as much to me as they once did. If I almost am more impressed by the women who have flaws, because I assume it's not photoshopped, than the women who are uber super hot. You know, I see that and think, dude, you could put me on Joe Lozon's body and make me look that hot. That was gay. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that got
bad.
gay in a hurry.
You were only on all 4 wheels for like a millisecond. It just fell apart.
That
She
was a
does look good
nightmare.
with dark hair.
Right down to
This Google
Gangland.
search is providing me with some quality stuff.
I don't know, man. See, you got to be able to link in these chats. But what search
Here, I
terms
got
can we give to help people find that picture?
I just searched
Hillary
Hillary
Duff.
Duff.
Google image search.
Well, Hillary
Google
Duff
image
is going to
search
come
Hillary
back
Duff.
with a lot of different images.
Apparently, she's a personal trainer now.
What? Doesn't she have other stuff
That's
to do?
what a friend of mine just sent me on Skype.
She
I mean,
is
she's no
how
doubt
viable
hot.
it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, like
She's
that
clearly
picture I
hot.
sent. I don't think that's airbrushed anyway.
What? What?
No,
The
the
second
second
one?
one, not the first one.
Oh. Let me see.
That's just her out there in the wild with a low cut top and brown hair. I give this my seal of approval.
Okay,
I've got hotter.
she's hot, but that purse is ridiculous. That purse is
Oh yeah,
gigantic.
like who? Seriously, as a PSA to girls, why the hell do you need a bag that's like half your body weight to carry around like half
Absolutely.
of your dresser?
Girls,
inside?
look, if I see you with a freaking suitcase for a purse, I'm going to assume there's something freaking weird about you. If you can't fit your life into a normal sized purse, like I get that girls have certain girl products they need to carry and makeup and stuff like that, so that they can't get away with just a wallet. I follow that. But if you can't minimize what you got going on in the purse, you're weird. Shorten that stuff down.
Seriously.
It's, yeah. I mean, you
It is essentially a briefcase if you look at it.
yeah. It's not cool.
I don't.
You don't need that much shit.
Yeah.
I can get away with just whatever fits in my pants pockets. Why can't you?
Yeah, I need 2 pockets. I need one for my phone, one for my wallet, and I have a clip-on thing for my keys.
And I've
I
got
put the keys right in with the fucking phone and wallet.
I've got the
I
phone
wanna
wallet
scratch my
going
phone,
on.
though.
Huh?
Get a protective case.
The
I
book
do
book.
have one, but I mean,
So
I
you,
love these conversations.
what are you worried about? You got a protective
I
case
do
on your
have one,
phone.
but what if this is back and forth?
I mean,
Life tips.
I just don't. I have a little like one of those like mountain climber clips things.
I have
and
a
I
mountain
just clip
climber
on my
clip
belt
thing on
loop.
my stuff too. But it's much easier to lift your fucking keys off your belt loop than it is your pocket.
That we're on the same side, Wings.
I'm just saying it's so
I don't
stupid
know why
what
we're
you're
arguing.
doing.
Damn it, you. I don't know why you carry so much stuff, Taylor, but I don't.
What the fuck?
Hey, did I tell you about that about the something that happened around here that was fucking genius? And I commend them for it.
Wait. An ingenious idea by a friend of Wings?
No, it's not a friend of mine. It's just people around here in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Somebody was going into movie theaters and busting out the windows of people's cars and stealing nothing. All they would take is the registration to the car.
Why?
Well, when you come out and your car window's busted, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to pick up the phone, you're going to call the cops if somebody tried to break into my vehicle and file a report for the insurance, right? What's on your registration? Your home address. They automatically know you're in for 2 or 3 hours wait, and they got 3 hours to run through your shit at the house.
Shit.
Oh, wait.
Yikes.
Damn.
How are they getting your address? Oh.
On the registration of the car.
So they go in. What are they?
Super creepy. That's not just a dick move. That's creepy.
They don't have to take your
You have a
registration.
bad day if you did
Could
that
they
to me
just-
because I'm just going home.
Well, they take it so they can find your house. You could write it down, I guess, but they just take the registration. You finish a movie, you come out, and they got to file a police report. Got to wait on police. They got 3 or 4 hours to go through and take whatever they want out your house.
Damn.
Huh.
Or about 5 minutes before I get home, already pissed off.
Guy with a broken glass in the seat, mad as shit.
This will spell the doom for you, my friend.
But it was an ingenious idea. They haven't called him yet either.
Some of the best crimes you don't even hear about. That's what makes them the best crimes. There's no telling what goes on.
Or like if someone,
I thought I was like, bravo, somebody's doing crime right.
Oh, wait.
Using their brain.
I've got a topic.
Do you remember? Hey, 1 second, quickly. Do you remember a while back when like one of those original copies of the Declaration of Independence ended up on Antique Roadshow?
No.
no.
That happened because one of the lead guys at the Smithsonian had been robbing them blind until they noticed, and they didn't press charges because they didn't want the embarrassment.
Wow.
Huh.
He stole the fucking Declaration of Independence and sold it.
I think you mean he liberated it.
No,
TIL Nicolas Cage worked for the Smithsonian.
yeah, exactly.
Kyle.
I would say you think the Declaration of Independence is in such bad shape, like having it out the case would
Nope.
like destroy
shit-
it.
Guess what it's printed on?
Like lambskin?
Cypress. Canvas, you said?
Hemp.
Oh, hemp.
Hemp.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that's durable paper.
Mhm.
Okay, Kyle. You ready for this?
Always.
I want to hear your opinion on the recent piece of news. There's a guy. He and 2 friends were doing armed robbery. He's 18 years old. And when he got caught, his 2 friends kind of like ratted him out and said, he did bad stuff. And like I said, he was robbing people with a gun, which is worse than just like stealing wallets and purse snatching. And one time he fired the gun at a dog that was chasing them, but he didn't hit it. But so it's armed robbery, occasionally pulls the trigger at a dog if need be. And I don't know how many counts of armed robbery he was on, but he was a first-time defendant. So he and his friends would do this, like, I don't know, regularly we'll call it. And I think you get like a minimum sentencing of like 5 or 7 years for armed robbery. And at 18 years old, because they like ran all the charges against him like back to back to back to back, and he was guilty, then he got something like 160 years in prison. What do you think of this? Like, on one hand, I hate he's an adult. That's
And this kind of goes to my entire feeling about prison. I think prison's stupid because no matter what crime you do, if you're in the same prison, you're both getting the same punishment just for longer durations of time. I think there should be worse kinds of prison, but there really aren't. There's higher security, but there aren't worse kinds of prison.
Bring the fucking hard labor prisons back.
Oh, hard fucking late. I heard a professor talking about this the other day on the radio, and he said that he felt that maximum security prison should the prisoners should border somewhere between like extreme boredom and restlessness, like and discomfort and mild discomfort. I think he said like their shower should be like.
I'm surprised they
lukewarm or
don't do
cool.
that.
Yeah, like they don't deserve good food. They deserve like rations. They deserve like
Bread and water.
Not even that, like a paste, like a nutritional paste or something.
just
I'm serious.
You basically just described
Like-
the Matrix.
Yes, absolutely. That's what. I've said this before. I'm all for like public capital punishment for like lesser offenses. I think there's huge broad sweeps of the population that just need to be exterminated. But
Can I say something else about this?
wait.
Yeah.
This huge broad sweeps of the population that need to be exterminated?
yeah, there's bad people out there.
Yeah, just lop their head off on public television and charge money to see it. State
No,
needs money, right?
Well, that's my other idea, and I'm trying to work this out in a foreign country. If anyone knows a foreign government that's kind of shaky, I want to start up sort of a modern-day gladiatorial games, and I want to charge online for viewership, get the merchandise rolling in, and, King KoTW or whatever of that small African country is going to make out big time.
Machinima
Call it
Prime,
the Rape
baby.
Squad Killer Invitational.
It's a tentpole series right there.
Yeah. I want them to fight to the death, and I don't want guns or, modern weapons. We're going old school. I want that. I want the gladiator with the harpoon, or excuse me, the the trident and the net. I want that guy. Like
trident.
Aquaman or whatever.
Double
the fuck.
swords.
Yeah, trident. I want the double sword guy out there. I want somebody out there with nunchucks. Make it interesting. Keep me guessing. I don't know what's coming next week.
here's-
So
barbarian.
back to the guy, back to this case. 160 years, but he was a legit guy whose hobby was armed robbery for a while. They made a big deal out of the time in the article I read that he was a first-time defendant, but first-time defendant doesn't mean first-time offense. He's a first-time defendant with 40 offenses.
Yeah, it's just like the first time he's been caught. Fuck that guy.
Here's the thing, though. The fact is he's 18, and prison's supposed to be a rehabilitation as much as anything. Because what's going to end up happening is we're going to pay $30,000 a year to feed this motherfucker for the rest of his life. What they need to do is they need to shorten the prison terms to most 2 to 5 years, but make that stay so fucking barbaric that you never want to come back.
I don't want there to be the fear of rape. I want there to be the certainty of rape. We need designated rapers.
I mean, just make it just like this. You got to go in there. You got fucking 16 hours a day hard labor. You eat fucking paste and water. You sleep 3 hours and you're back up again. You run them on the minimum their body is allowed to. 1,200 calories is all they get a day. They get
How much of that is provided
paper.
in the form of semen in Kyle's freaking thing?
Yes.
I mean, but this is for the more serious offenses. Obviously, if you're missing on child support and stuff like that,
Nope,
there's going to be No, you got to have different scales here. But
rape for everybody. The different scale, the penis size is the different scale. That's what you get. I don't.
You get the boomerang if you're really fucked up.
You're getting raped. It might not be a bad rape, but it's going to be a rape. Murder, it's going to be a bad rape.
But seriously, think about the prison system right now. All they do is institutionalize people. If you put a motherfucker away for 40 years, he won't know how to work in the real life society.
Yep.
There's
more
no
40 years. 40.
There's no way he can readapt. Think if you went to jail for 40 years in 1970 and you get out this decade. You got iPhones, you got trucks that can talk to you, you have everything computerized.
Yep. If you had just raped him 40 times, then he'd be out in a year and still operational in society.
Yeah.
And mentally broken and twisted psychopath that will most likely eat a child's face.
Oh, he
Doesn't
will
sound
not.
like
Unless, you know how many rapes you get for eating child faces? Don't get me started, my friend. We don't even use people at that point. We bring in a giant rape bot.
You guys ever seen?
Just a symbiont.
You guys ever seen the original Longest Yard?
That thing uses a diesel engine.
Oh my god.
That's right.
I've thought way too much
No,
about this.
you use the labor from the people that are not doing rapist time to run like a little hamster, and that's how you power it.
Hamster rape. Yes. Giant mutated hamsters to perform the rapes. I like it.
That's a good idea. You make the people with the lesser sentences actually run the machines that rape the people with the harder sentences. Just so they see what's happening if they keep fucking up.
Like,
Some
Jesus
weirdo
Christ,
might
get
want
out of here
that
and
job.
start raping people. I'm back here in this shit.
This is ridiculous. But it might just work. We should roll the dice and give this a shot.
I like it. I mean, I could institute this in 3 to 5 weeks with only $10 million. I can make this happen if anyone...
Kickstarter campaign.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. It's the prison rape thing.
Rape Squad.
Rape Squad Killers Penitentiary. Warden Kyle.
It's going to be rape, and more rape. Wings of Redemption will be overseeing the rape.
Yes, I will be the Hitler of this rape academy.
God.
But
wait, what
if
the
I
fuck
was
is-
on that thing, I'd like to see him do stuff like busy work, where you take them to a fucking muddy field and have them just move the fucking mud around for 8 hours.
I like that. What if they had rocks? What if they had 1,000 boulders on one side of a field, and every day they just moved them back and forth?
Yeah, just back and forth. You don't know money has to exchange hands. You only have to buy the rocks one time. You bust a rock, you get an extra hour.
I like that. No, you get an extra rape.
With the rock.
Those guys,
So-
but after
so-
a while, those guys would be like super fucking strong. You got to keep that in mind. Now you've got these Supermen that you've built out
Dude,
of
You know,
prisoners.
you could be as strong as you motherfucking want.
What?
They can't climb a tower without stairs, and they can't get to a rifle.
I'm
The
thinking
rape
about
tower,
this, right?
I would call it.
Given that we're the rape squad killers, are we gonna like dispense some of this justice ourselves? Are we gonna go in
No,
there with?
will be no
No.
personal raping.
No,
we
well,
will have
that's why we have the
our
mutant
killer.
hamsters.
Now, I'm gonna pull me a Bill Clinton. I'm gonna be fucking around with the secretary while all this rape is going on.
Dude, Bill Clinton is a hero. I don't think you understand
Don't-
the
don't you
situation
talk
there.
about it.
Yeah, but here's the thing that you don't know. Monica Lewinsky was a diabetic. And Monica Lewinsky,
Her blood sugar was
her
low.
blood sugar
and
was
she had
low. Yeah, so, hold on. So, and she had fallen into some sort of diabetic coma at the time and was unable to chew a Snickers bar for herself. Bill Clinton, being the quick-thinking hero that he was, digested that Snickers bar and delivered it to her via semen in her moment of need, brought her blood sugar level back up, and saved her life. People don't get that.
Don't
They don't know the
worry.
whole story.
Don't worry, baby. I'm gonna save you one way or another.
Yeah, and being the superhuman that he was, some got on the dress, but she ingested enough and started a successful line of purses later on. So
That's
Hey,
right, baby.
Didn't Bill Clinton get the budget down to zero?
he did. Yeah.
Why can't we get him back in fucking office? Why we gotta go about these fucking rules?
I don't know. He was, the
It probably
president.
wouldn't help. That's the main thing. It's like, it's not Clinton's, I suppose. I don't think it's the fault of your current president that you're in a shitload of debt. It
Well,
was
yeah, they
a
say-
good time for the country. It could have been a
It's the-
Republican in office. You would have
No,
had
no,
a
no,
surplus.
no. It's the fault of George W. Bush that we're in a shitload of debt. That's whose fault it is.
They
But we
say
gotta get out of it
effects
now.
Of a president's presidency until up to 8 years after they leave office.
You know, Ronald Reagan didn't spend his whole term blaming Jimmy Carter. He just got shit done.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
just
I mean, Clinton balanced the fucking budget. No president since has. Ever since Clinton got out of office, that budget went from zero to just falling.
All right. The politics
a
never
question.
seems to go over that well.
I can't imagine why that would
This
be.
isn't politics. This is military. This is military. What would
You mean
happen
the
if
13 to 17-year-old guys that watch this podcast
would-
don't like politics?
What would happen if
I
North
will
Korea
fix
actually
that
started
budget.
launching missiles at us? Would China pull support and our dollar just plummet?
What happened?
North Korea's got long range missiles now, and now they want to free-handedly start shooting them at
Wait.
people.
I'm not sure I
Dude,
accept
last
the long
time they
range.
had a long range missile test, it didn't go so well.
Yeah, dude, they
Yeah.
couldn't
Either
hit
way,
my house from
They
next
pretty
door.
much photoshopped it, man.
Mary Poppins has
I
more
mean,
range.
I'm
than most
asking seriously.
North
Like, what would
Korea-
happen?
North Korea has nukes like G Unit has nukes, okay? It may look like it for a little bit, but upon further inspection. Oh, sorry, Shaggy.
Oh, poor Shaggy, man. Dude, I've
Yeah,
totally
serious,
come
like, what
around.
would happen? Like-
Now I'm a
like,
Shaggy fan. He's a legend. Oh, I'm sorry to change the topic just temporarily. I put in a chip-in link in the description of this video, so now when the poor pizza delivery guys go here, I'll have money to pay them. So if you want to donate your pennies to my pizza delivery chip-in fund, then I'll stop turning away the poor guys and start paying them. Just saying.
But in all seriousness, like, what would happen if North Korea decided to invade South Korea again?
We go to
Like,
war.
would our
Well-
dollar plummet because China would pull support?
All it would matter is war.
China really isn't in a position where they would want that to happen. The thing is, if a war starts, what China gets is a shitload of refugees. They really do not want that. They wouldn't pull support from the dollar either. I don't know if they'd stand idly by, but they're certainly not going to back fucking North Korea if they decide to start a war. Not a fucking chance. Are you kidding me? The thing
Didn't
about
they do it last time?
this is a state
this
where
is
you've
like,
got you've got an 21st century economy where these countries are interdependent. You can't just pull the fucking rug out of the entire world's economic system. Shit goes to hell for everybody. I mean, the thing is, China is a massive growing industrial power. It needs this shit. You can't just cut off relations like that.
Everything he says sounds smarter in that accent. Like, I just assume But this is a really
Yeah,
well-researched
right.
opinion.
It's probably bullshit. You know that. It's absolute bullshit. But as long as people believe it,
Anderson
it's fine.
Cooper is going to interrupt us anyway. Just in. China pulls out. War in South Korea. Dollar plummets. Wings of Redemption. Foretells all.
I'm just wondering.
I'm
like,
joined now by Wings of Redemption, a man who smells
the only
lovely,
reason
might I say.
The only reason our dollar is holding up like it is because we keep borrowing money from China. If China was to pull support, our dollar would plummet, and that would make everything pretty much worthless.
Sure, but it won't. Under no circumstances could it possibly do that. That's actually kind of the good thing about China owning a lot of your debt. It's because you two become so interdependent that you're not going to try and kill each other.
I've often wondered how good that debt is, right? Like, from a military standpoint, the U.S. can still take China. If you owe money to somebody you can beat up, do you really owe them money?
Good point.
I don't know.
Can we really beat up China? I mean, like, do you really want to risk it? Like, nobody wants to invade America because we have all these guns. We don't want to invade China because they have all these people capable of killing us.
Oh, you don't invade in Modern Wars. You bomb the shit out of each other.
How do you
When
invade a country so large? No one wants to invade America because it's fucking huge. How the hell do you take over America?
You can't.
It's the same principle with China.
The thing is, the civilian population of America is armed much better than most European nations.
I know I got at least 10 guns in my house by itself.
Kyle's got enough guns to facilitate a small army in his house.
This wouldn't work. You can't invade China, and I don't think. I think the old type of war where if you just kept coming and your industry could keep up, that you could invade a country like China or Japan. I think that's kind of over. I think it takes an overwhelming amount of force to be able to invade.
I don't even think we can make
conquer a
enough
modern country.
bullets to take over China.
You only need to make about 10. But
This man has a plan.
I just think the old days of the Blitzkrieg are probably over, unless you're beating up on some little country, some South American country. No offense to any South Americans, but or some Middle Eastern country, some small country. Like Iraq. You saw it happen. Maybe the many years to come haven't gone so well, but the first weeks of that war, they were invaded and completely conquered. It was over.
Has anyone been watching UFC? Like this, there's a fight coming up in
Where
2
the fuck
days.
did that come from?
South American countries, Anderson Silva. That was where that came from.
Brilliant
Joe
jiu-jitsu.
Lozon could single-handedly invade South Korea.
Dude, for people who like mixed martial arts, the biggest fight, like to me, in the last 10 years is in 2 days. It's Anderson Silva is going to fight Chael Sonnen. And am I alone here? Am I the only one that cares about
Oh
this?
yeah, that's the guy who had rocked him before, right?
Yes. All right. We have a guy who knows the deal. So Anderson Silva is the most dominant champion the UFC has ever had, ever. And I think he has like 13 title defenses in a row. These numbers are probably wrong, but they're close. And maybe 16 wins in a row. That is unheard of. Nobody goes 16 wins in a row in the UFC. And whatever reason, like this guy just wins all the time. He goes up against Chael Sonnen, and Chael's like, I'm going to rock him. He says he's going to win. And everybody's like, whatever. He was a 5-1 underdog, which is a lot. And he beat the crap out of the champ for 4.5 rounds and then lost to a submission. And now he has his rematch. And you wonder, like, is his style really the kryptonite, or was that a fluke? I can't wait. In 2 days, I'm absolutely going to see this fight.
You shelling out the big dollar. You see it on the pay-per-view?
Yeah, I'll have to see it on pay-per-view. Dude, I'm totally looking forward to it. It's going to be huge. It's
They could pretty much charge $500. You'd be ready to pay it.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I think
Yeah.
$1.50. I think $1.50 is where my interest in any sport's going to end.
You guys want to call it there since Woody's sick?
Let's make a prediction on that fight. What do you think is going to happen in that fight?
I think Chael's going to win. I do.
Really?
Here's the thing. I don't think Chael's a better fighter than Anderson Silva. But when it comes to matchups, his style is... So he's southpaw, right? And because the way that his stance is, I think it's called close guard, but it's a stand-up thing. He is naturally closer to Anderson Silva than when he fights a right-handed guy. And that makes him easier to do takedowns. And he has world-class takedowns. And Anderson Silva just can't seem to stop it. His striking is not effective against Chael Sonnen because of the way that he's able to close that distance and take him down. He did it all last fight. And I don't think that Chael's going to have 13 title defenses like Anderson Silva did. But for whatever reason, when you put those two guys against each other, what Chael is extremely good at is what Silva is weak at preventing. And if they go together again, he's just going to swarm and take them out. That's what I think.
I got a question. How much do these guys get paid? Are these fights like almost boxing fights at this point?
It's hard to. Do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
Yeah, with boxing, the way it gets promoted and the whole business of it, those guys can get paid $50 million. So it's for big title fights that would be the equivalent of this one. I don't know what they're making, but it's just not that yet.
It's going to be a lot for this particular. So it changes a ton. At the very low end, guys literally make like $3,000 for a fight. Like if it's your first pay-per-view fight or something like that, people like $3,000, $8,000, like really low. If you're an established fighter, then often you'll get like $20,000 for a loss, $40,000 for a win, something like that.
How much do you think Anderson Silva's making?
So Anderson Silva gets a cut of the pay-per-view. And when you're up there, I bet in this fight he makes, it's a big range, but I'll say between $2 and $5 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is. And he fights like 2 or 3 times a year.
Shit.
But you look at somebody like Mayweather, and how much he's going to make from like this next fight he's got coming up. It's just insane amounts.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I think there's maybe 3 boxers that get that, and I bet there's like 7 UFC guys that do. Maybe like every champ and some other guys. Like a lot of those very top guys get a cut of the pay-per-view. Like Tito Ortiz, he's not a champion.
But you think he was making more than like $10 million for like the biggest fights?
No, I don't think any of the UFC guys are breaking that. Although it's possible that this fight they do, because they get a cut of the pay-per-view, and this could be. I think this is going to be the biggest pay-per-view title that's ever happened in the history of UFC in 2 days, and so there's all kinds of new numbers out there. We don't know, but yeah, you guys still with me?
Yeah, I'm sitting.
Yeah,
I'm sidetracked. I'm looking at what Mayweather's worth. Then I went to Don King. Don King's worth like $300 million.
I don't trust him though. Well, obviously you don't trust him, but like I don't trust him to tell me how much he's really worth, right? Like some people will claim that they're billionaires just in an effort to make themselves seem like bigger and more important than they really are. And this guy claims he's worth $300 million. Well, yeah, that could be part of his sales approach to be like, dude, I make 5% of the take, and I'm worth $300 million. What do you think you're going to get? That's the approach that people will take.
And I need to get into boxing. Even losers become millionaires up in this motherfucker.
I could lose a lot. Like I think I could do that pretty consistently if I was a pro boxer.
Man, Mike Tyson only worth $1 million.
He's out of debt. That's pretty good right there.
News. I know to that.
Tyson got fucked up hard by some pussy.
By girls? By Don King? That's what I heard.
I mean, didn't Tyson have that? What's that girl's name, Kyle? I know you know it.
I don't.
The one he wrecked the Rolls Royce into the tree because he was fighting with her.
Oh, I don't know, man. Mike Tyson's had lots of
Robin
issues.
Givens.
Yeah. That was his wife.
Yeah.
Dude, she was pretty. Robin Givens is a pretty woman. And
that would suck to be making $30 million a fight and then be broke like 10 years later.
It is ridiculous that he beat her up. That guy was like, I don't know, something about like, dude. I guess beating up anybody who can't defend themselves is ridiculous and horrible. But the mismatch.
Well, it doesn't even make any fucking sense anyway. I think there's a community called Jimmy Carr in the UK that says beating your wife is essentially like keying your own car. Why the fuck would you do that? And he's pretty much right.
Damn, the Queen's worth $500 million.
All right, Wings. All right. There was an American comedian. I think he's dead now. Sam Kinison, who was like, I don't condone beating your wife. I think it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. Beating your wife is ridiculous and it's a terrible thing. But I fucking understand it. Like that was his line.
That's Chris Rock.
No, it was Sam Kinison.
No, Chris Rock says something like, "I would never hit a woman, but I would shake the shit out of one."
Oh, we're laughing. I'm horrible. This is gonna get. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
We're going to
Woody's a
hell for
wife
this.
beater, unsub.
Yeah, wife beater unsub. Can you believe Woody laughed at somebody else's joke? Ah,
God damn it.
the things that he
What a
does.
scumbag.
I think we
I
got to
think
say
Here he
though-
gives
though.
to charity
charity.
too. What a
I don't
Yeah.
think I'd put up much more of a fight than Robin Gibbons. Like if Mike Tyson wanted to beat me up, he probably could do it.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I've rolled with. I don't know how many pros I've. Maybe it's just Joe, but I definitely roll with people more than Joe. But anyway, I've been in situations where I work with people who are just like pro fighters, and what happens in that ring is whatever they choose to happen. That's the deal. It's like you're not in charge at all. If Mike Tyson wanted to,
I'd be more scared of Tyson than Joe Lozon.
Joe could beat Tyson, I bet.
I doubt it. Tyson's he's a big dude.
Yeah, but
He's not like tall big, but he's like muscular.
Nah,
Got a lot of weight behind him.
boxers have fought mixed martial artists before, and they never win. You have got to have, they will quickly find themselves in a situation that they don't know what to do. Joe would win a takedown against Tyson easily, because I assume Tyson has no takedown defense. He did the stance that a boxer will put him in, like the footwork, the way that they square up against their opponent, makes them totally. Boxers often say, like, UFC guys have terrible footwork. The UFC guys are like, dude, you don't defend against takedowns. Like, you have no idea what MMA footwork is like. Joe would take him down, and then he would do whatever he wanted. That's how it would go. So,
But if he missed that takedown, it was over. Tyson knocked him out.
I don't think so.
Tyson's slower.
Yeah. Joe's probably
All right, how
faster
about
than
this?
Tyson.
Joe Lozon versus a 22-year-old Tyson.
I mean, it'd be tough,
That might
but,
be
dude. Like,
probably Tyson because Tyson in his prime is probably the hardest punching boxer. He's only got to hit him once.
but that's hard to do, and it's not as if
Hard to
Joe
do.
has no striking defense or anything like that.
Is Joe online? I would like to ask what he thought.
I'll check. No, he's not online.
Joe's
get
the
Joe.
honest. Joe's honest about shit like that. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, he killed me."
Here, I'll text him.
He said Shaq would kill him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Shaq.
Yeah, he said Shaq would beat him. He was just too big. Here, I'm texting Joe. We'll see if he writes back.
I don't know. I'd like to see that now. This is almost like a Rocky Balboa type thing where he fights the Dixon Dixon. I'd like to see Tyson versus like an MMA fighter when he was in his prime.
Tyson's. I don't know what his
Tyson in his
financial
prime
position
was
is now.
fucking vicious, dude. You ever see those montages on YouTube?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
He just like charged that motherfucker like ta, and he's like, that was the match, $30 million in the bank.
All right,
that's ridiculous.
the text has been sent. I hope he gets back to us.
If you guys are watching, go look up a Mike Tyson montage right now.
Oh, dude, I've seen a lot of them.
Now those are some good montages. I don't know who's got a better one, Michael Jordan or Mike Tyson.
Michael Jordan for sure.
Just as a update to Woody's your chip in thing, it's already got $50 in.
Nice. Did the stream just end?
I don't think so. I'll refresh.
Probably should though, because I'm pretty serious about her falling down the stairs, and she has not come back.
Oh, I think I'm in the.
Dude, look how quick Tyson was.
No, the stream's fine. Sorry,
Yeah, I
guys.
hear faint cries for help as well.
Does the chip in have $50? No, I've got zero
Yeah,
in there, but you can see it.
51.41.
Cool. Next time a
Oh,
pizza guy comes,
55.71 right now.
next time a pizza guy comes, I'm gonna accept the pizza and give him some money. Like, all right, sorry, bro, I didn't order this, but I'll take it. And I don't want you guys to send me pizza, but at least now the delivery man won't suffer. And but if you do, and I don't want this, it's hard to define this. Don't do like a meat lovers thing. Like, come on, man. I throw some veggies in there. That's how I roll. So, just saying. I
You don't like the meat lovers pizza?
It's okay. I especially don't like just pepperoni. Like the circle ones. I'm like, this is the
Yeah,
least
no, I mean-
imaginative pizza ever. This sucks. So, yeah,
Send Woody a garden pizza if you just got to send him a pizza.
yeah.
Fake?
If
Nah,
you
man, bacon
freaking
pizza's where
can't
it's at.
resist sending me a pizza, then make it a freaking everything, some cheese sticks.
I wish this sounds like you've scored, Woody. Like, I wish randomly food would show up at my house paid for.
Yeah,
God
seriously.
Yeah.
The fucked up thing is there are so many people out there that are hungry tonight. Like, man, I wish some random dude would show up with some free food.
You know, there's an entire subreddit actually devoted to that.
I didn't know.
Random
No
acts
way.
of pizza. Yep.
Link.
Random act of pizza.
Random acts of pizza. Yeah. It's a subreddit. You basically write down your pitch as to why you need pizza, and someone might send it to you. That's the whole fucking gist of it.
That's a cool idea. Yeah,
Random acts.
I still see
or-
that the Chipped
Random
app has
acts
no
pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be shit out of luck because nobody would even bother delivering
Oh.
to my house.
$55.82.
Like 2,300 subscribers.
Oh, all right. Let's not. It's not.
No, that's only part of it. There's this whole network. That's the smaller subreddit. There's a bigger one than that.
I'm looking at one. Need pizza for family. We'll barter. Not safe for work pics if necessary.
Dude, tonight Painkiller already trended globally on Twitter. I think that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That's neat, man.
That's awesome.
Like, I don't think we've done that before. It might have been the power of TotalBiscuit. The king of the web. So you say you're going to win the
No,
battle
that's
royale and give all 50 grand to a water charity?
Yeah, man. If I win the battle royale, yeah, I'll give all 50 grand.
If
I
you
don't
win
win
the
it,
battle
I'll give
royale.
whatever I get.
Who else is going to compete
Shoot.
against you?
Hey, donate me some money. What the fuck?
You don't
Send me
need
some
money. You're one of
pizza,
them
goddammit.
YouTube stars.
Yeah, you
Dude,
got
I'm
YouTube
shit.
money.
We make $5 million a year. Everyone knows that.
Shit. Somebody must be missing some checks they sending me or something.
What, you mean that's just me?
Somebody-
Oh,
I
shit.
bet they're
Somebody's
just
holding
donating
out on
to
me.
charity, those douchebags.
What was I going to say? So, what is the? I want to hear about your charity. It's water for people in Africa.
Pretty much, they do water purification. So, like, they go to villages in Africa, they find the water source they're using, which is usually filled with diseases and shit, and they purify it. And they are also drilling for new water sources and things like that. So, it's a pretty good charity, in my opinion. It gets stuff done, and you can track what's going on. They give you GPS of everything they're doing with your money. It's pretty good.
All right, so there it is. That's what happens if he wins. I entered in the battle royale, but I don't think I'm gonna pimp it very hard. We'll see. It's
I'm interested to see, because I've got a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm not going to run. I'm just supporting you." But it's like, it's a 50 grand prize. You're really not going to run? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be tough. There's that one Mexican guy. There was the guy who got the most votes ever. What the fuck show? I think his name was. Yeah, he's going to be difficult to beat.
So Joe wrote me
I
back.
don't even bother entering these things. My sub base hates me.
That's horrible. I'm going to see if my screen can capture this. I said, is it legible? I can't. Oh, it's the camera's not working. I'll just read it to you. Painkiller already wants to know, can you beat Tyson in the octagon? And Joe replies, yes, if he doesn't bite me. So that's it. And the truth is, we've had a lot of boxers fight against like mixed martial artists before, and the bottom line is, if you take away the rules that protect boxers, like no groundwork, no takedowns, no nothing, then the weaknesses that style develops make them vulnerable to mixed martial arts
Well,
guys.
can you agree with me on this? Most of the boxers that fight in the UFC for these kind of things are people that are pretty much washed up at this point, that don't care about their career image.
Nope. No, I won't agree with that. And I'll also say that like we've had boxers and mixed martial artists at like the same level, which is to say, you know, if you take a boxer who's whatever the 100th best at what he does,
You know, if you go
against-
vice versa, it's the same thing.
yeah, it's true. It's true. I was about to get there too. If you put an MMA guy and make him fight under boxing rules, then he'd probably lose. You know, but if you take a boxing guy and make him fight under MMA rules, he loses too. And there have been a handful of boxers who fought against like equivalently leveled UFC guys, or you know, MMA guys, I should say. And you take a guy who's the 100th best boxer in his weight class against the 100th best mixed martial artist in his, and they that's how it goes.
I mean, You got guys like Tank Abbott that used to be in UFC that all he was like basically just a street fight puncher kind of guy.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. I mean, MMA in the, 1991 is very different than it is now.
Tank Abbott used to be the shit, son.
He was one of the guys, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He benefited at a time when the competition level was weak, and he had a huge, personality that people had an interest in. So, yeah.
He also punched like a fucking freight train.
Did
He
he?
just kind of ran you over. He ran at you throwing what looked like weak punches at the time, but he was just so big.
He used to call his punches jackhammers. You remember the Rocky IV, the Russian talk about how hard he punched? Tank Abbott used to punch like that.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see Joe fight Mike Tyson. I'm pretty sure Joe would win. I think he would take him down, and then Mike would just find himself confused and not ready for what he did next. He'd be freaking voodoo. That's what would happen. Now, if Joe tried to stand with him, I think he'd have a lot of trouble.
Yep, Tyson's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and
Did you see what he did to that guy with the camera? He fucked him up.
I saw Tyson fight two guys in a lobby one time on a security tape, and one of them was holding one of those poles that they put the velvet ropes on. It didn't matter.
Yeah, Tyson is a tough guy. Well, it must be tough when you are
It
that
must
tough.
be tough being there because you got people wanting to fight you just to see how they fare against
That's
you.
right where I was headed. There are a lot of people who just want to try. I mean, how many people want to 1v1 you on shipment? You're like, God, relax.
What if you beat up Jean-Claude Van Damme? Do you think there's any is that like a credential now still? Is that like something to hang your hat on?
Did you know his bodyguard beat him up?
I do know that.
Yeah. I mean, I would be proud of that accomplishment. I think.
What about Schwarzenegger? Do you think Schwarzenegger still got enough pull that if you beat him up today, you would hold any weight?
Yes. I don't know. Today, I don't think so. I think you'd just be a jerk.
I think if you beat up Stallone, you'd have some weight behind you.
And there would be no witty banter between each other. They'd be like, "Ow, ow, ow."
I think if you beat up Stallone, that's something like, yeah, you beat up Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's still
I
legit.
think you can still say that.
Yeah.
Doesn't Stallone got a boxing background though?
I mean, he trained for Rocky, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a legit boxing background.
Either way, Stallone is big and creepy looking these days. I don't think I'd want to fight Stallone. He just beat me down like a circus clown.
Isn't he the guy that named his kid Sage Moonblood?
I'm not saying shit about Sylvester Stallone's kids. Have you seen him lately?
Dude, that's a badass name. What are you talking about?
Sylvester Stallone is in the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Really?
He deserves to be.
I think that's neat.
That's pretty
But-
badass.
It's
But
hard to
he-
say what's Rocky is almost as big as boxing, period. Like Rocky
Yeah.
is massive. It transcends boxing and sports altogether.
It's huge.
I seen Rocky Balboa again the other day, and I thought, man, this was actually a really good ending to the series, much better than
It
Tommy
was.
Gunn.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was good, man. And he does this one speech. I'm going to screw it up if I try to attempt it, but he talks about how the importance of life is not how hard you can hit; it's how hard you can get hit and keep on coming and do your thing. That was
Oh yeah,
inspiring.
that montage right at the end of the movie where they got Mickey in it right there at the end.
I want
yeah,
man,
it's
that-
great.
That raised hair on the back of your neck.
Someone in the chat just asked why I sound sick. I'm sick as
I'll
fuck.
give you two guesses.
I am on let's see this empty thing. Painkillers and energy drinks. Gamma Labs, baby, helping me put on a show. So yeah.
I think we should go ahead and wind it down. You want to do a shout out, Biscuit?
Yeah, why not? Shout out to everyone that watches the channel, man. Both of them. Some people keep thinking it's Total Biscuit. It's not. It's youtube.com/TotalHalibut. If you go to Total Biscuit, all you'll find is Starcraft. So if that's not what you're into, youtube.com/TotalHalibut. And feel free to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/TotalBiscuit or twitter.com/CynicalBrit if you just want the videos and shit. But thanks to everyone that continues to watch the videos and doesn't run away because I'm mean to people.
Quick note, if you want to see Total Halibut, there's a link in the description. So that was Painkiller already, episode 98. 100's on its way. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it.
Great Bot 1000.
Hey, Biscuit.